and no amount of healing or saving poisons or anything else did help. Not even the paladin stuff. So he's dead. And so we're now looking for a scapegoat, not a scapegoat, the perpetrator. We had a little bit talk of with some of the people and checked several like bedrooms and shouted at people. I mean, mostly Atreya, about how stupid they are to not keep watch. And I think that's it, kind of.
I'm pretty sure Pete blew a hole through someone's door.
Yep, he did.
Oh,
In
never.
the
Okay.
engine room.
Yeah, there's a whole thing going down down there in the engine room with magic and all that stuff. And yeah, there's also a wizard that you talk to.
Yep, yeah. Athos and Pete found the engine room. They investigated and talked to the first mate, Wexley Lancaster, who was the ship's wizard. He was one who controlled the enchantments on the iron blocks that powered the ship. And he was still not very happy that they blew a huge hole in his door.
Can I maybe have a handout that could function as a journal for me so I can keep notes because my head is stupid? Because I write some things in the allies and organizations part of my bio, and that's so stupid because you can't read shit in there. Thank you.
There you go. All right, so yeah, where we finished off last session, Ares had just investigated Galen Primewater's room and did not find anything of interest. So
Yeah, wasn't it like sparkly clean?
yeah, let's see. Yeah, his was the nicest room. Comfy double bed, writing desk, several drawers, stool, footlocker. There was letters on the table that you didn't look at reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just kind of glanced around and was just like, "Yep, yeah, doesn't look suspicious at all."
Yeah. Yeah, he's clean. Oh, he would be clean.
So it should be Atreya and Ares on the top deck right now, along with Gellin.
So we started with Ares and Atreya?
Yes.
All right, and we checked all the rooms here, right?
Yep. Yeah,
And
all
it's-
rooms were checked and cleared because there was only 2 rooms on the deck you guys are in. All the other rooms are down below.
All right. So Primewater, question. You did feel a little bit put off by me insulting the, let's call it, crew member over there. Are you not at all concerned about safety in that sense?
This is a pleasure boat. There should be no reason to fear safety. And these are also not soldier quality crew members. They are simply fishermen performing an additional task for a payment.
Oh, see, I didn't get that memo. Then I do apologize for that behavior. I didn't know they were imbeciles, so sorry. Sorry, man, I have to play this.
wouldn't go so far as to imply that. Someone here has clearly disinterest in all this, causing chaos. No one has shown any evidence of which this could be.
So, Supreme Order.
Yes.
First, Garen keeled over. And then
Mhm.
your priest, what's his name again?
Father Windham.
Father Windhelm, helped him, but then he died. For unknown reason.
Yes. Still quite shaken.
Apologize if I'm being so blunt, but is there any reason any one of your very esteemed guests would have had any reason to try to murder Skirin? Or Father Wilhelm, for that matter?
That. Let's see. That could be a whole slew of everybody.
I thought you were all like this, and I just crossed my fingers.
I am like this. And he repeats back with crossing his fingers with each member. But of course, not everybody gets along. For instance, Gideon and Urgab, the cook, have a distaste against each other for the fact that Gideon is on short and asshole to him because he's an orc. Vice versa, the cook doesn't like Gideon because he's an elf. Father Windhen, on the other hand, was not liked by Anders, but he also did not like the cook. But he was tolerated by both because he was...
Hi, I'm here. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Okay. So this is gonna be in this question's gonna have two parts, but what did I miss?
Everything.
So, can I get along with throwing Anx overboard right now? Well, we left off, right? Oh, hi, Arx.
I second that.
Uh,
We're having a murder investigation.
Ox, can you swim?
I imagine so.
Okay. Because we put you on a rope and just... We tied a rope to you and you are currently being dragged behind a boat.
It's a party boat, bro.
JK.
Look,
We tried to
I'm
do
sorry if I was a little squeamish with what you did to Ember, but Arx is a caring man.
It's
You handled
okay.
it.
We paid you back. Your date tonight is Captain Zendros, and you sent her a very lovely letter.
Yep. And this time I
No,
wasn't
seriously,
even involved.
seriously, what happened? What happened?
Yeah, that's actually canon.
Wait.
Yeah, that
You
actually
actually-
is that is the first part. So
Okay.
after that,
Did
you
I actually write the
guys-
letter, or
No,
is
no.
it-
He did,
So-
but he forged it, and
Wait, who wrote the letter?
Pete might have.
You don't know.
No, but okay. Obviously, I don't know. Obviously, Arx himself doesn't know. But Arx is actually no. You know what? Don't tell me, because if I just know that. Does Arx know the letter has been sent?
I don't think she has said anything about it yet. Mostly because stuff kicked off pretty quickly. Yeah. After
Yeah. Okay.
everything happened.
So okay. First, what happened last week?
All right. So last week, oh yeah. So you guys got invited to a pleasure cruise, as a celebration for for retrieving all of the documents from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys met all of the different honored guests and stuff that were besides you. You guys sat down for dinner. About 15 minutes into dinner, food was brought out. About 2 minutes later, a magical darkness came over the entire area,
Oh.
and to where even those that had special abilities were unable to see through it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've
And-
heard of magical darkness.
Yeah. And so Skirin, Anders' assistant, was found with a slit throat, bleeding out. Father Windham, a priest, kind of, was there, luckily, and he took a diamond necklace off of Anders' fiance, stitched Skidding back up, and then he keeled over backwards and died of what they assume is either some type of heart attack or poison.
So he took a
And,
pearl necklace, keeled over, and died. Is that what you're saying?
Kinda, yeah. I guess, yeah, that is one way to look at it.
So
Uh,
there's this is basically a murder mystery.
Yep.
What I want. Okay.
Yep. So you and Captain Xandros stayed down with the other guests. Ares and Atreya went up deck and were searching rooms, and Athos and Pete went down to the engine room and stuff in the bottom level of the boat or ship, and they were searching that area, and you were just sitting there watching people, just because you were not here. So you're currently sitting with all of the members that are still there.
Okay.
You're on guard duty.
Ares and Atreya, what are they doing?
They are currently talking to Prime Water up above deck.
Okay. Okay, so not okay. We're on a cruise. Guys were murdered. We're trying to figure out who did it and why.
Yep.
That okay. And someone has forged a letter to organize another passion between me and Zendros.
Yep.
Okay.
You having
Well,
a
that
date?
sounds mysterious, and fuck all of you.
Well, not all of us were involved.
You were, though, I'm fairly certain.
Actually, fuck you. No, I don't know. No, I wasn't. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked, probably.
That doesn't answer the question. You weren't? Are you?
You don't know.
I know for an absolute fact that Pete was involved.
Yeah,
Why would you say that?
You bloody well know. Oh, you know why? Because you're the one who does. Because you literally have the word "crazy" in your name.
Nah. Would never do this kind of thing.
Stigmata, man. Stigmata. You're like reverse giant Jesus. All right.
But yeah, so Prime Water tells you that some members of the guest list don't get along with each other for different reasons. But the ones that he focuses on are the ones that dealt with Skirine and Father Windham.
Oh, I think. How much XP are we supposed to? Let me just check.
Not much. We didn't get any.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, you guys won't get in until the end of the
Okay, now.
mystery.
Oh no, you're actually you're below what we're supposed to have. You haven't updated the vault.
Yeah,
I keep.
I told him 2 times, but it's fine.
I'll get to it eventually. I have it written down, so.
No worries. You got real lives. I don't. So.
Okay. Zone of Truth. I don't think that's a second level spell.
I think it is.
Zone of
Third level.
Truth.
Is it 3rd? Really?
Yeah, it didn't sound. Because I remember looking through the I remember looking through the spells while I was leveling up. I did not see.
It's
Zone of
2nd
Truth.
level.
So?
Yeah, but it's a divine casting. It's either a cleric or a paladin.
Or a bard.
Yeah, but when I need to actually get magical secrets first.
Nope. Bots get those, I think. Do they? Wait. Well, whatever. Well, you don't have it, so that's fine.
Yeah. No.
It's not fine, but it's it's a thing. That
All right. So, what's y'all's plan?
I was still sorry, but Father Wilhelm dislikes Urgop, and he likes or something else. You cut off there, or Arx cut you off there.
So, Father Windham dislikes both Anders and Urgob, the cook, and vice versa. They both don't like Father Windham.
And
I think I might need a list of who's on the ship, because
yeah,
these names are all new to me and confusing.
To me
Okay,
too.
so the crew list. Gideon is Anders' assistant. Anders is one of the council members.
Mm-hmm.
You have Carmilla Fireborn, which is Anders' fiance. Father Windham was a priest for Prime Water. Cook Urgob was just the cook. The first mate of the ship is Wexley the Wizard. He deals with magic. The captain of the ship is Captain Misty. Then you have Mormac Seymour, a childhood friend of Gillen Prime Waters. And Commodore Warrington, who they haven't really described too much on what his relationship is with Prime Water.
Okay.
And then other than that, it's just the different NPC crewmates or crew members.
Yeah, and Mormac is a very old friend of Prime Water, so. And him and yeah, they're even playmates from the very, very, very olden days. Is what I wrote down. Oh, also, the Commodore is a former pirate, who betrayed his own crew, which, oof, man.
Yeah, I imagine that's gonna be a bit of a salty feeling for you and Pete.
Yeah, I mean, you see what we did with fucking.
Yes, I remember. Zendros made it very clear. Okay, so who are these red folks on the map right now?
Crew members.
Yeah, they're just two crew members that were sleeping.
All right.
All right.
So we're just asking questions about what's going on and why this what was his name?
Father Windham.
Why Father Windham is dead? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why is
The
Father
fun-
Windham dead?
The fun part is that Skirin died first. Father Windham then rescued or resurrected him, and then Father Windham got a heart attack in inverted commas. So, and currently Ares and Atreya are asking whether anyone has any quarrel with anyone within the esteemed group of like people, guests.
While you were speaking with Prime Water, you see Pete coming, trying to decide for a book.
What book are you looking?
Oh, it's just something I found. He puts the book away in his back pocket. So, have you found out anything?
No, unfortunately.
Can I ask a most obvious question that would be apparently judged to ask it?
Who are you asking it to?
Mr. Prime.
Yes, Pete. What is it?
Who are dabbling in poisons, and what's the highest level of magic cast have if you have multiple please?
All right, Pete. You're going in and out right now.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yep. Okay. Now it's better.
Yes.
I want to have a list of all the magical users on the ship who can actually cast spells of the magnitude that we have witnessed on, well, the incident, and somebody who dabbles in poisons and subterfuge if you have knowledge of it. He takes out a little book and just with a quill he looks at Prime Water.
Oh, the magic I told these two. Mormac has magical training as long with the first mate Wexley, who is down in the engine room if you haven't been down there yet.
Yes, we have found Wexley, thank you. So Mormac and Wexley are the only two who actually cast spells.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Who has the most knowledge, well, internal knowledge of the ship, apart from these two? So Mormac or Wexley, who is most knowledgeable with the ship?
Oh, Captain Misty, to be sure, this is the ship that she runs.
So Misty and Wexley, I suppose?
Yes, those would be the two most obvious.
Alright.
Or the cook.
Or the cook, but I don't think the cook uses magic. I've had a little chat with him, same with Athos. He doesn't seem like the brightest of fellows. Passionate, but not bright. Anders.
It was quite a difficult.
What about
Anders
him?
did not really like the way the good old priest took the necklace from his lady, did he not?
In hindsight, if you witness a man rip jewelry from your fiance's throat, would you be as keen and happy with it?
Well, depending on the situation, if that can save the life of my faithful servant, then no. I would not be upset. I would actually encourage it. Still, on the other hand, he more looked disappointed. Do you think that the fiance and the butler maybe could have had an affair?
There could always be a possibility of it, but
Well-
I wouldn't believe so. Skirin was very loyal to the Saltmarsh family from the time before Anders was even born. He has nothing but utmost respect for the family name, and I don't think he would do anything to endanger that.
Well, sometimes passion can run hot, as they say.
What about Father Wilhelm? What about him?
You'd think he would have an affair with Anders' fiance.
I just shrug. I mean,
I
she's,
wouldn't
she's a
think
looker,
so.
like, honestly.
As far as I know, Father Windham is a Munich,
Oh,
so I don't believe that would fall into his. And he kind of like shrugs a little bit. Interests.
I just shrug. I mean, love is more than just, like, I mean, you know.
But for a priest who has dedicated his entire life to his religion, that strictly forbids taking of a partner or a lover. I don't feel that, especially at his age and expertise, that he would fall out of faith.
True.
But it is always a possibility.
What faith is that?
What did I say his faith was?
it was, yeah, he did mention it. It was something with the Lady of the Sea or some other
Oh,
sea god.
right, not the bitch queen, but
The other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, starts with a P, I think.
Poseidon?
No.
Oh no, it was
The only
some,
sea god I know.
it was the one that's not from
No.
Faerun or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's a sea god.
I'll say it's a sea goddess.
It's most likely, if you look at the whole situation, the one with the most training and coordination to pull something like this off needs to know exactly where things are. So the highest on my suspect list right now are most probably Captain Misty and Wexley, but they did not act on their own volition. They were either hired to do this job as a side job to earn a little extra coin, or there is more going on in this pleasure boat than you have told us, Mr. Primewater.
Wesley was in, like, down below, right?
He was down below, but if he's a very advanced magic user, it is, well, the dining room is almost just on top of where he is.
True.
Is Orcs up here on the deck with us?
Arx is still down
He's still down.
with all of the guests.
Alright. On the deck, I'm just going to bring up. There is something interesting. Do you all remember when we were halfway through the other investigation on land about the woman that was murdered with poison? And we were told that it's something to do with I believe it was a goblin group that would poison people, and they basically got paid to take out high targets, influential targets. And she was taken out, and we managed to work out something. What about? I mean, I couldn't work out what the poison was. I'd have to go see the mage on land and get his advice on it. But if it is the same poison, we could be potentially still dealing with that group. But we never ended the investigation and never caught the killer. What about if he struck again here? Because we are talking about high influential people here. We left that investigation to go to Fendelin, which means all them weeks we were gone, they could have started planning a new attack.
That is quite disturbing if that is the case. And I believe the group you were referring to from when we had discussed it was the Scarlet Brotherhood, correct?
Yeah, that's the one. I told your guards to keep looking into it whilst we were busy, but I've heard nothing back. So I don't know if it's all dead ends or anything.
Are you familiar, by the way, with the mage, Mr. Primewater, that's on your ship, Mr. Wexley?
Yes, Mr. Lancaster has worked for me for, I'd say, about 2.5 years. He was the one who got the idea to magically power the ship.
Huh. Has he always been secretive?
In regards to what?
Well, taking down notes, the way he acts, solitary confinement, all those kind of things.
He's a peculiar fella, to be sure. I'm assuming what you mean by taking notes is his notebook.
Yes.
So, his pleasure in life is his research. One of the reasons that I've kept him around as long as I have is he is versed more in enchantments than anything else, which is how we power the ship. He is also very secretive of the knowledge because this is a one-of-the-kind vessel, and he guards the secrets to his research very, very deeply, which is why, if you look at his book, it is coded, honestly, very strangely to where I could never crack it even when he let me look at it.
Well, I cracked the first page, but not much more than that. As I take out the notebook, he has a peculiar sense of writing things down, which, well, makes it strange. Does he need more coin for his research, or do you provide him with enough? I'm trying to discern a motive, yes, sir.
So for Mr. Lancaster, he is given most of what he needs. When he brings stuff, when he brings requests to me for more supplies, unless it's an overabundance of what he should need, It's usually provided for him through my many businesses.
All right. Well, then I think we have a more clear view of what's going on. Shall we go down back to the guests? I think probably Arx is twiddling his thumbs
Well.
right now.
Hope he isn't dead.
Nah, he's fine.
Let's see, you guys should be in the mid deck, I believe. Alright, yep. So you all head back downstairs and you walk into the dining hall. Excuse me. And you still see Father Windham. He has since been covered with a tablecloth to cover the body. And everybody else is sitting in chairs along the back wall. And Arx is staying there with Captain Zandros, and they're just small talking. And as you guys enter the room, they stop and they both look at you.
Found anything?
Well, it's all confusing, that's what I'm for sure. I have another tactic. Arx, could you come over with a little sec to the corner and we'll just discuss it with you?
Okay. Get up and I follow him.
So, as far as I know, you're quite good at reading people, right?
Well, with the combination of my career and, well, this, I just kind of wave my hand in front of my face. You learn how to read people, how to get to know them. Why do you ask?
Well, I think I'm gonna try something and I need to gauge people's reactions. Well, not me, but you. Athos, come over here for a second.
Of course. I walk over.
So here's my plan. You, with Atreya and Arias, are going to stay here. We are going to take one of these people. We're going to take them to another room. We're going to convince this person to, well, make a scene, like scream or anything else, like we're torturing the poor man. We are not.
You promised me on that regard.
Yeah. But the true perpetrator will then most likely start to sweat. Because who knows? He or she is next.
It's an interesting tactic. Although that being said, how will you make sure that their screams are convincing?
Oh, don't worry. Some of these people are most likely born actors. They grow up and dine and walk and sit through high society. Know my fair share, and they're no better actors than these people. They like you, laugh in your face, but in the back they try to stab as many daggers as they can. And we need two people who look, well, rough, intimidating. I think Athos and I will be the perfect pair for that.
I just kind of look between the two of you and go, I suppose that's true.
What, you mean I'm not cuddly?
I do say that.
You
say that in character.
You have the strange knack of being whichever you want to be when the situation suits it. When you want to be cuddly, you can be warm and inviting. There's a big friendly hug. But when you can be intimidating, well, the weapon, the armor, claws, the teeth, can be quite an asset to intimidation.
Sure.
GM
And
is...
you,
Sorry.
and you, Pete. Well, I mean,
You just scream.
I'm just well aware of what you're capable of, and that alone terrifies me every night.
Well, that's good. Healthy.
Oh, it's certainly kept me alive so far.
He just stays silent.
Wasn't the
Um,
good graces.
GM, is Wexley also in this room? The other mage?
Wexley is not. Wexley is still down in the
Thought
engine room, still
Athos,
tending.
Escorted him here.
Yeah, I escorted
Yeah,
him
that's
back
pretty good.
up. Yeah.
Then yeah, he's with everybody.
Alright, shall we take Wexley, Athos?
Yeah, we might as well start with him.
Alright. Let's get this little charade started, shall we? As I stand in front of all the people and, well, good people, we have some evidence that, well, there are more than one perpetrator. So, we are taking one of you away from the group and have a little chat. Just me and my big furry friend over here. Don't worry, we'll be close. Good captain, we'll be using your room if you don't mind.
So you want to investigate with people? Oh wait, no, never mind. Of course. Please just don't mess up my my navigation tools.
Of course not, Captain. I will make sure they are more than safe. Good Wexley, come with us, please.
He looks over at Gellin. Gellin, do I have to follow these buffoons? Gellin just nods his head. He rolls his eyes. Let's make this quick.
Good, follow me. As I pass Atreya, I just whisper in her ear. Keep a close eye on the rest of them. See who twitches, who will break.
Sure. I shall assist in the insight that's to follow.
So we go with Athos to the other room, put Mr. Wexley on the chair.
There's Wexley. Oh god, a second's gonna be freaking huge.
Oh, is he a half orc? Is he the half orc that that
No.
Israel was talking about?
He's a human.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a
why is
human.
he
No, so there's
huge
not
human.
a half orc. It's a regular orc. So the cook's a normal orc, but no, this the token
Okay.
is still set to 5 feet, but that's default. Roll 25 feet. So
Am I
All
aware
right.
of this plan by any means? Am I aware of this plan?
probably not, because they didn't call you to the corner. They were whispering among themselves in the one corner.
I take out my whip and just look at everyone because someone told me to look at everyone. Yes, I do have a whip. Why not?
Athos, could you be so kind to close the door?
Yeah, why not? I'll walk over and just close the door. I'm just gonna lean against the door.
So, Mr. Wexley. Good to make your acquaintance. My name is Pete. So, look.
Yes,
we-
we've met when you shut my door.
Good,
Knocked.
good. Yeah, well, I knocked on my way. I take out his notebook. Look, I found
You
your...
bloody thief!
I take out
You
my
go into
pistol.
my room, and you take my stuff.
Yes. Well, we're going to play a little game, Mr. Wexley. It's called You Are Going to Do What I Ask, or else.
Or else what?
I will throw this in the sea and shoot you through the face.
One good thing is, my research is backed up.
Well,
Do you really think that Mr. Primewater would like that you are shooting his workers, especially ones that he's employed to do the work of many in keeping this ship afloat?
I grin. They call me Crazy Pete for a reason. But don't worry, I point at Athos. He will be there to keep me in check as long as he can. Still, the game is simple. You just have to scream convincingly, like you're being tortured. Because I am quite certain you are not the one we are looking for. but you are a powerful magic user, which could have orchestrated one of the situations that just happened. I just need you to be convincing.
And why should I help you after you threatened me?
Because I probably am going to hold myself to those threats. See, I'm crazy, but I'm not a liar. And Mr. Primewater would also very much likely like that you help in this investigation because his good priest just got killed.
And there's also another situation here. You see, whatever happens in front of me, I will stop. But whatever happens when my back is turned, I don't care about.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And as he says this, stuff in the room just starts to float into the air. So all of the papers and the navigation tools on the desk start to float into the air. And he steps up
Threaten the high-level mage, guys.
and he looks at Pete. Threats are not something that I take lightly. However, I kind of like you. Tell you what, you fix my door, and I'll help you.
Sure, easy lock to replace. I can make her an even better one for you. I think actually we could get quite along. I'm an inventor myself, you see. I'll even show you some of my designs.
That would be interesting. Maybe I could reveal. Are you by chance a magic user?
No, but I'm a tinkerer extraordinaire.
Then you could probably like what we achieve down below.
Would be most interested to take a look. But first, now let's get this show on the road. Athel's here is gonna knock on the walls sometimes and on the doors. And I'm gonna, well, make a lot of sound and yelling to make this more convincing. We just want you to scream when I hold up my finger, like this. And I just hold up one of my fingers.
He nods.
Oh, right.
So be it. And you see him just slightly unclench his fist as everything lowers back down to the exact same spot that it was at.
Athos. Be careful of the navigation tools.
I'm just gonna start punching things.
Oh no.
All
What was
right.
that? I'm too busy breaking your navigation tools.
Yeah, ooh, what's this turn dial? Bang! Oh, well.
I just start.
I guess we're lost now.
I just start yelling very, very loud. Now tell me why you did it. We know it was you. And I bang my fist against the wall as well. No, Athos, not his fingers. Start with his toes.
Nah! Right, fine!
And I hold up my finger.
And you just hear the no, please.
Are you ready to start talking now?
At this point, I'm like, it appears the show has begun, and I immediately start looking at the other guests, try and gauge their reactions.
I assist, but not knowing that it's fake, I enjoy the show.
You're a
Night and
sick bastard.
Right.
Okay, so if it's held, does that mean
insight whether.
So does this mean
whether
it's
this is fake
insight
or
with a-
not.
does this mean this I'm making an insight check with advantage since I'm being helped?
Yep.
Okay.
Should
I'm
I
sure
do
you
it?
better-
First roll of the night. First roll of the night. Please don't fail me.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh.
sake. I could have
Okay,
rolled
you're
the
fucked.
same thing.
I
Oh.
insight.
I thought you were good at that
no,
shit.
this is fake or
I've
not.
only got +2.
Me too, I thought you were better at me.
No, the funny thing is I'm the wisdom.
charisma one.
Yeah, I'm the wisdom one.
I'm the charisma guy.
Ares
I'm
do
the
that.
charisma guy. Why did you tell me to do it?
Let's Ares do it, man, for fuck's sake, today.
Or just persuade
He's
them at
he's
this
gonna
point.
just try and figure out if it's real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead
Yeah,
and roll
I'm
your
gonna
insight.
figure out if it's-
Also, Athos. Oh god.
I thought you were wisdom based. Didn't you say you were wisdom based?
No, Athos is wisdom.
No, I'm
yeah.
wisdom.
So Athos, on that,
Ares is
roll
no
a strength
charisma.
check.
Roll of strength. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
He's gonna get a good roll.
Let's see what you how much damage you're able to do.
24.
Ooh.
Well,
Yep,
we got
so,
bonus games, man.
The very first hit that you did put a little bit of a hole in the wall.
Oh no.
Oops.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you
gonna run.
realized after that first hole that you needed to back off the power just a little bit.
Hold on.
And
Wait. We've had a stressful couple of days. Hold on.
oh jeez.
I'm
Can
holding
I,
up my thumbs for.
Oh, it's an 11.
with
No.
your friend.
I'm so stressed. I'm just gonna
No.
hit harder.
Oh,
I just start hitting harder and harder to get all the stress out. I haven't stress relieved for a couple of days, so now I'm just going into like a rage.
oh god.
Why do we have 2 crazy people? Or 3?
Did I like go
So,
in the room to them since I failed my insight? Should I like go running to the room?
Wait, did you incite the noises?
He
Yeah.
he
He
insighted
decided
to
to see
see if
whether
he
it was
understood
real.
what was happening.
And he
So
failed
yeah,
miserably.
Ares is going to try and smash open the door.
I'm
that-
gonna,
What's going on in there?
I'm gonna try. While trying to look as like cool and calm and collected as possible. I'm gonna say, Atreya, you might want to make sure she stays away. Well, I'm saying that, but I'm looking at Atreya in the sense that do not let her go in, please. Let her know what's actually happening.
Okay, so I'm to stop Ares from running past me?
Yes. Or at least try.
Because I have my whip out, can I just like swirl my whip around her waist and just like hold her?
Go ahead and try. Roll an attack roll.
Dex, I'm dexing this crap.
No need.
Oh Jesus! Just that incredibly weak, like
Maybe I just hit you
Look
like
to the
for
ground.
damage now, like in the eye. Like, fuck's sake.
So
I doubt that.
roll a D100, Atreya.
Oh, no.
Un.
Hit prime water in the face.
Everything's going downhill so quick.
Look, yeah, like someone breaking the shit down.
All right, Atreya, roll a 1d6.
Oh no, I hate these tables so much.
All right.
5.
Holy shit. Okay, now roll a 1d4.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Why? It's me who's rolling.
All right. So, where's my tape measure?
Oh, take what?
Or,
Whip only has
my
20
controller
like
works.
5 foot reach, man.
No. So, as you go to draw back your whip, as you go to let it go forward to try and grab Ares, you literally throw it to where I'm marking on the ship. Your whip is now laying 50 feet away from you on the opposite end of the dining hall.
Okay, so that's not even half as bad as I was imagining, like whipping someone's eye out, so okay.
I just immediately get flashbacks to when Calypso tried to lasso a frog person.
Yep.
I'm just like, oh, this shit again.
Trying to turn this like into a win, I'm just saying like, no, you stay where the whip is.
You could also just try maybe a little persuasion or intimidation to tell the guest that this
run.
is probably going bad, Ox.
Like, ooh, that's yep.
Wait, is
shoot.
Ares-
I'm not. I'm gonna try and be like I'm not gonna actually say anything. I'm just going to like fake wince, be like, ooh, oh, yep, he's gone for the. Oh, that's gotta leave him. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, dear.
Should I move my character to where the thing is? Where they are, or whatever?
Do I
Yeah,
make a
yeah, so
performance
we're-
check?
So you're trying to grab him, right? Or you're trying to like grab him to talk to him?
Well,
Or
at this
her.
point, I'm trying to convince them that this is real. Trying to convince the guests that this is as real as I can.
Go ahead and roll deception.
Oh yeah, it is deception. Isn't it?
Deception.
Okay, that's not my best one because I don't have expertise.
He's
but
like,
it's still
that's not
plus
my
7.
forte.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a. I say that because it's not
You
a plus
better roll
9.
good.
It's a plus 7. So I think I'll be okay.
Oh, boo-hoo!
gonna
I
laugh you at
know.
1.
God, it sucks. I'm
That's
such a
higher
terrible
than any skill I ever
character.
have. And you have more.
16. How does a 16 do?
You're muted.
Lucas?
Hold
I
on.
cannot. Okay.
Oh, he's rolling.
Yeah.
Shit.
So, the only person that seems to take you serious is Carmilla. Everybody
only
else just
person
kind of
that
looks at
probably-
you and is like, we've seen this, we've seen worse. Like, nothing to fear if you're not guilty. And like you can just see that like she's like, oh, like what is going on behind that door? Like this sounds terrible. And as she's hearing these noises, you see that she wraps her arms around Anders, or like she wraps her arms around his arm, and she's just like hunched over into him.
Does anyone, whenever she now touches Anders, glance towards the two in envy or jealousy or any of that sort?
Roll insight and see if you can figure it out.
Whew, that's important, guys. Yeah.
That's history.
That's history.
That's
Oh fuck me! It's the same roll though. It's also +2.
Oh, fair.
So it doesn't seem like it. Skidding looks over at him, but just because you all know that he's the assistant to Anders, so his role is to always check on the young master. As far as Mormac, the Commodore, they don't really seem to pay any attention. They seem like they're just still annoyed that they're literally sitting here. They can't eat. Somebody's been murdered. And meanwhile, Athos is still in there punching holes in the wall.
So, do I move my character all the way up there, or?
Yeah, so you will move all the way to the door.
Okay, which way are they?
Oh, sorry. You're going this way.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Pete, I don't know about you, but I think we
So-
need to put it up a notch.
Yeah.
And the
I
door is
think-
closed, obviously.
I'm gonna
think-
knock down, like, what's going on in there?
I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna walk over to Atreya, and I'm going to say, "Can you not cast message and tell her what's going on?" Oh, actually, oh wait, no, because Atreya doesn't actually know the truth, does she? I'm gonna walk over to where Ares is. Well, very quickly, while passing Atreya, I'm gonna say, "Keep an eye on them. See if they react in any particularly interesting way." And then I'm gonna go to Ares. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna whisper quietly so no. Don't worry, nothing's actually happening. It's all pretend.
Please, stop. No more. I can't take it.
I have to say, he's doing a decent job.
This
No!
this little piggy built a brick house, and I knocked it down.
And
I'm just putting Ares like, oh, come on, just let them do their thing. At this point, I'm going back up like, just let them do their thing. It's never gonna
I
go
can
anywhere
take
if you
that, too.
interrupt them, please.
so
We
as
have to
Ares
intake
at the
this too.
door, she Wexley just snaps his fingers, and there's just a horrifying bone crack. And he ups it. Ah! My last finger! Please no more! I can't take this anymore! I told you I'm innocent!
Can I make a quick insight check on that just to be on the safe side?
Go ahead.
'Cause I know last
Do I
one's
have to
really good,
re-roll
but
insight?
okay, 13.
Well, what
He
again?
sounds like he's actually in pain.
Sounds like, but do I think he is?
From that crack that you heard, you think that they probably just broke his finger. Like they just took it and just bent it completely back against his wrist.
Do I have to
I think to
re-roll
myself,
insight for this?
Athos wouldn't do that. It's under control. It's gonna be fine.
Wexley.
Do I have to re-roll insight for this, or?
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll it insight.
Okay. Well, it's a 15.
That's better than that -1 again. That's 2 nat ones.
That's.
On and
I have a -2.
No, it's actually no -1.
So what do I
Yeah,
tell?
So yeah, you think the same thing. You heard that nasty cracking. Same thing. You think that they probably just bent his finger all the way back to his wrist, and his
Yeah, I'm gonna open the
screams
door.
sound
I'm opening
pure.
the-
So this
I'm
door
opening that
is
door.
not locked, but it is not budging.
How
I'm gonna
strong are the
very
walls?
quickly-
Budging.
I'm gonna like
Uh,
bring Ares away and go. It's okay. I'll heal it. I will heal it later. As long as he's not dead.
Heal it later. If anything,
Yes.
that crack was a sheer sign that his finger's gone. They're taking it too far now.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm gonna have
Open
another
the
look
door
at
immediately.
the guests, see if any of them seem to be shaking, if any of them are giving in. If that's okay.
What
Yeah,
about
go ahead.
Prime Water though? What about Prime Water? What does he do while standing next to me? Does he just like let this happen? Because no one reeled him in.
So he cringes, but he knows that you guys are adventurers and you have your way of getting things done. He also
Oh,
knows
I like
that
too.
They've been paying us for a while for a reason. We've shown our capabilities.
Then again, anything like that, would now say something like, "Oh my God."
All
stop."
right, what are all these guys thinking? What are all these guys actually thinking now?
Nat 20 doesn't mean automatic success.
I know it doesn't mean mind reading. It's just to the absolute best I physically can. But come on, I've got to notice some subtle details. I'm an actor.
So Carmilla still seems outright scared out of her mind, especially after hearing the last sound and scream that she heard. Anders appears to be a little concerned, more for the fact that he's still young, and he's probably just thinking like, oh, like, what the hell, like, I'm not gonna be able to stand up against any kind of interrogation. The Commodore can't read a single expression on his face. He's sitting there, resting bitch face, playing his poker face, and you can't tell anything. And
I hate this.
Gideon is just tapping his foot, still seeming extremely irritated that
Gillian, you said?
Scaring.
Gideon.
Gillian, just write that
Garen.
down for me. Garen?
Something like that. Fuck.
Garen. Okay.
You're close.
Well, I made the same mistake last time.
Athos, walls have an AC of
Okay, so
15.
Carmella, Anders, Commodore, Scarin, and
Anders, and then
And-
Mormac.
I said Anders.
Sorry,
Mormac.
yeah, Mormac was the last one.
Okay, so what was Mormac thinking? Sca-
Mormac is just like, this really sucks. This is not where I want to be right now.
And Scarin was.
Just impatient and irritated looking.
Hmm.
But like you can tell, like he glances over the entire area. But you're
Who?
assuming that's Skirin. But you're assuming that's because he had his throat slit about an hour ago, so he's probably very skeptical of people that he's around right now.
That's true. So, yeah, Scarin was recently murdered. Anders.
I want to go check on. So let me. Scarin was sitting here, right?
Before we go
yeah.
on, I mean, we wasted 22. What about Captain Misty?
Is she here? Even?
Yeah, she's in the room.
Yeah, I don't think did I put her token down or no?
I can't see it.
No, I don't think so. I forgot about her. Oh, where's her? Oh, I could have swore that I made a token for her.
Just use the common one.
There's got to be like a captain.
There it is. She was up on the upper deck.
How is she reacting?
She seems like she's a little hot-headed, but she also knows that if Galen is not reacting, she shouldn't react. So you can tell that she doesn't seem very happy that her first mate and one of her crew members is being tortured. And like you can see that teeth grind, like the teeth clenching view, but she's holding tongue, holding any other emotional reaction to it.
This is how they sat, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, in that case, you might want to like move your actual tokens to where they're supposed to be.
Well, so that's where they were when the murders occurred, and then
Okay.
everybody had to get lined up against the back.
Okay, that way. Okay, so I can I can tell who Camilla and Anders are, obviously. Which one
So,
is
Commodore is this,
This
one,
one?
right there.
okay?
Yep.
Um,
Captain Misty, her I'll put down in this corner.
Yep, I can tell. I already knew who that one was. So
I'm gonna leave
Mormac-
Skirin next to. So Mormac is
okay,
this guy over here, and then Skirin is that guy right there.
right.
So how's the interrogation going, boys?
Who's the next suspicious Pete, or the non-suspicious? I should say.
Well, I'm going for suspicious right now. I would say Cormac, but this is one of the reasons I took good Mr. Wexley here into this room. Wexley, the darkness that was cast upon the dining room when the murder, attempted murder, and then the actual murder occurred. Would you say that the person needed to be in the room to activate that spell?
So the darkness spell. And I have to see if he would even have an evocation. I am not entirely sure. The few times that I tried practicing that spell, I could never get it more than maybe 5 feet by 5 feet. Evocation is not my forte, unfortunately.
Do you know what the specialty of Mr. Cormac is?
Mormac. Let me think.
Does Mormac even have the darkness spell? Because I'm pretty sure when we asked him that question, he said he doesn't know the darkness spell.
Well, he could have lied.
Well, that's what I'm asking to.
You're not in that room.
That's why I'm asking it to the mage that we have here. I'm like, does he know darkness? Because if he doesn't, that's a lie.
Oh, that's in character, sorry.
Yeah.
He has talked about it before, but he's never actually shown much more than entry-level spells. But I know he has mentioned previously that he is capable of higher level magic, including the darkness spell.
Well, let's start a real investigation then. Are you anyway proficient with some illusions, or that you snapped your own finger illusionally like? Can you also do that on another person, like coat my hands with a little fake blood, so to say, when I walk out, I'll make a better impression.
Well, that one could be challenging. Let's see.
I could just stab you with a
Can
dagger.
I see my book?
I
Oh god.
I just give him his book back. Here you go.
He starts flipping through and let's see. This one may do. Do you have chalk or a pen?
I take out my quill.
Excellent. And he flips to the very back and he rips out a page of his notebook and he starts drawing what appears to be some type of circle, and it's got tons of different runes and everything on the inside. And he finally looks at you. Please, do you want just a single fist, both fists? Do you want a little bit of blood splatter as well?
Single fist, a little blood spatter would be nice.
All right. Go ahead and just put the arm that you will be using up, knuckle against the paper.
I, with my right hand, I do what he says.
And he puts one hand on each side of yours, and he mutters a small phrase, and you see a small flash, or like a small like glow as the circle lights up. And as you sit there, you see the red liquid just starting to form around your knuckles. And he takes three fingers and wipes it through a little bit, and just lightly whips it at you, to where it gives you just a small little splatter appearance. And then he snaps his fingers again, and you see his face just slowly transform to where it looks like he got beat up, and he ruffles around in the captain's chest and finds some bandages and wraps, and he wraps his hands up to where it's super thick to where you can't tell that his hand's fine, but you would assume that his hands are broken up.
All right, Athos, you stay here. I'm just gonna drag good Mr. Wexley out there and just put him on display so everybody can see him. If you don't mind, Wexley, just act like you fainted for now.
Of course.
Let's get this show on the road. We're getting Cormac in here. And I drag Wexley out of the door.
Sadly, I will now roll an insight on that. I don't want to know the truth, but I will try. I don't know. So you tortured someone. Yay.
So yeah, his body's just limp right now as he's being drug out by Pete.
I'm gonna
I drag him over here.
I'm gonna assume the room is just like clutters, just everywhere.
Do I notice this, and would I have to make insight?
Yeah, so this room has holes all over the place.
Is there blood on the floor? Because I assume not, because he only put it on Pete's hands, right?
Yeah, it's on Pete's hands, and it's on him as well.
Alright. To make it more realistic, I'm just going to go, the things I do for this fucking group. And I'm going to pull out a dagger, and I'm just going to slash my arm, and just throw blood all over the seat and around the area. Just throw it around.
Fuck's sake, man.
Jesus.
While I was doing it, I'm
That's
just
hilarious.
like, the things I do, god damn it.
You're bleeding out and you're like, ugh. What
Yeah.
would they
Did I
do without
insight
me,
all that?
honestly?
Yeah, god. Useless, a lot of them.
So take 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I pick up my whip, by the way.
As
that
I walk
insight?
past Ares, I tap her on the shoulder. It's all fine. It's all fake. And I
Right.
put I put Wexley in Camilla's seat.
Let's see, where did I have Wexley's right here? So Wexley's now just slumped over, and like he starts to slowly wake up. Where am I? He's playing it up pretty good, and you turn. Please, no more. Please,
just- Hush, hush now,
Let everyone
Wexley.
know.
I just look at my right hand while it's covered with blood. All right, well, that went actually pretty well. Mr. Cormac, your turn's up.
so be it. Then walks past you and walks into the room, sees the
Yeah,
blood.
what about this dude? Why is he running away?
As he's walking past, because I forgot I had the spell,
I thought it was Anders.
because he's a possibility, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on him. Because I forgot I had that spell. Okay.
This
So
was very, very important to not forget.
Yes, that's
Yes, I
like-
know. I realize of all times, this is probably the most useful it's for. And well, I can't cast it on all of them at the same time, so at that point was useful. But
Well,
now
one
it's just
after
one
another.
guy with a potential. Well, I've only got 3 spell slots, so I can't do all of them.
It's 1 minute, man. Can change
It's
it.
one- can I change it? Can I change it between the 3 of them, or do I not have to cast it a second time for another
I
person?
think you have to cast it second time.
It's one
Yeah.
it's one per person.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts and see what Cormac is thinking as he's being guided along.
So his mind seems almost empty right now. And it appears that he's just blocking out anything that he's thinking about, and he's just, when it'll be over, when it'll be over, when it'll be over. And that's just what he's repeating.
I'm going to try and probe a bit deeper.
It's a wisdom save, right? That's what it said.
It's a wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom
DC
saving throw.
15.
Yes,
All right.
15.
So.
I need to stop hitting my mic.
That's all right. I do it on all the time on accident.
Yeah, I got a big fucking mic.
Let's see. Oh, that might not be good for him.
For him, but for us.
Us the
So, you are able to probe deeper into his mind. And, so let's see. Insight into the reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something large in its mind. So, the very first thing that you are feeling as you probe deeper into his mind is that, he's emotionally sound. It appears that his biggest thing that is looming over his head right now is that he is slightly afraid of what's been happening on the ship, and that he doesn't want you to find out that he isn't actually a powerful spellcaster. That's his fear. Is that he's not a powerful spellcaster.
because of verbal, somatic, and material components, do we see Arcs just cast that spell? I mean, should be obvious in that sense.
Oh, that's a good point.
At least towards the people that you face.
I'll say, or he could have just had it in his pocket too, though.
Well, yeah, but it's still verbal.
As long as he's
You have to say something.
Yeah, you have to do an incantation.
yeah, but do you whisper it, or are you just like, man, motherfucker, I'm detecting magic, detecting thought.
Yo, what you
No,
thought,
no, I
man?
am gonna whisper. Obviously, I am trying to be subtle. I'm trying to keep up the facade. So it's like, show us what you're really thinking.
Oh, is that easy? Cool. That's good.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, are you trying to like whisper it, or are you trying to make it obvious that you're?
Yeah, I'm
you're
trying to
reading his
whisper.
thoughts?
I'm trying to whisper. It's kind of. It doesn't really work. It's going to be a lot harder to figure out what people are thinking if they know that I can just read their thoughts.
Yeah.
It's going to make this investigation a little bit more difficult than it needs to be.
So
I got this spell for a reason. I want to use it well. And unfortunately, I am not a sorcerer. I cannot use subtle spell.
Yeah. So yeah, are you sitting down in the last seat right now, or are you just like standing around?
Yeah, I'm sitting down. Like as he's walking past, as soon as he's like gone past me, got his back turned, I'm just gonna like twiddle the coin and just whisper.
Yeah, the only person that may potentially even see what you're doing is going to be Wexley in front of you, and he has no freaking idea because he's still acting.
I'm in front.
Well, he pretends to.
Oh yeah, you are. That's why I don't put names down, because then it starts covering things up.
Ah, sorry, man. I just need to.
No, you're good. It doesn't help that there's, you know, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 15 tokens on the board right now. So it is a little hard to track people sometimes. Oh, and he's laid out against the wall right now. Atreya, go ahead and roll.
But when he says it's not a powerful spellcaster, does it
insight,
imply that
sorry.
is it still a bit of a spellcaster in anyway? I know he said it's not a.
Can
See,
I perceive it? Because it's like verbal, somatic, and material.
Yeah, it was perception. Sorry. So Atreya notices that you are whispering something to yourself. She can't make
What
out what
about
it is
me?
because
Oh yeah, you might want to bring yourself back to the table because I brought you back earlier
yeah.
after you were panicking.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, to the table.
I'll say,
right
are
here.
are you sitting in front of him? If you are, then roll a perception.
I guess I'm standing beside him.
Well, you might want to move me to where I am then.
Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah.
The arc's right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and roll perception. See if you can figure out that he's doing anything at all, or if he's just sitting there and head down in his hands.
Of course, but yeah, I'm just twiddling a coin.
Yeah.
Probably thinking along the lines of, you know, considering what he was like before, I'm surprised he's so cool about this.
Am I?
I will openly just walk up to Arx and just like go uncomfortably close and just whisper into her ear. What'd you find out? What'd you do?
I say back. Well, I don't know about murderer, but as far as magic goes, we might have a bit of a charlatan on board.
You're not looking at me, right? Oh, you mean?
No.
Okay. Why? Is he just a wimp?
Well, all I can tell is that he's worried people will find out he's not the magic caster he's been cracked up to be.
Shouldn't he be very happy to have people find that out right now? That would rule him out completely. What an idiot.
I think there's a more long-term worry. He is
Oh,
a magical.
right.
He is supposedly a magical apprentice after all.
Well, what?
according to-
So you didn't
According
use
to
any
Wexley.
magical items?
Well, I didn't find anything about that.
Did you see anything?
Wait, what do you mean by see?
Did he perceive anything? Maybe he's covering for someone. Do you know? I don't know what spell you cast.
Oh, I read his mind.
Well, just read his mind. Well, does he cover for anyone?
Not from what I could see.
And at this time, the spell completely ends.
Whoa, it takes a minute.
So,
Yeah.
Mr. Cool.
And also because he has to be in the line of sight by the time he's actually gone through the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright, you go torture the second person. I will cast a message to probably Pete and relay that information to him.
All right, so a minute into their interrogation is when that'll occur. So you guys are sitting there with Mormac. Door is closed. He sees the blood. He sees the holes in the wall, and is slightly shocked that there's holes in the wall after everything that he heard.
Well,
He fell off the seat.
Cormac. Yeah, multiple times would help.
Why didn't you just play it up like you slammed his head into it? That would have been convincing.
Well,
Imagination is better.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, true.
So, Mr. Cormac, I'm going to ask the same amount of questions I asked Mr. Wesley. If you do not give me a satisfying answer, we will start with your toes, then we'll go to your fingers, and eventually we'll just knock you against the times. Alright? Is that clear?
Yes, I suppose. Not much I can do about it.
Well, aren't you a good sport? And I clap him on the shoulder. Well, we start with this. Your magical prowess. You're not a very strong spellcaster, are you?
You don't know that yet.
No, just trying to taunt him.
Ah, okay. I have some practice with spellcasting. Why is it you ask?
What's your specialty?
My specialty. What is his specialty? Shit, I know why. It's because it's the very end. His special ability is. Ooh, actually, I think it's enchantments. Yep, his special ability is enchantments.
So, enchantments.
Enchantment. Enchantment.
Have you dabbled in the arts of evocation?
I have in the past, yes.
Alright. So, on a scale to 1 to 10, what do you say your level is?
Okay, so that one more time to cut out for a second.
So, from the scale from 1 to 10, what's your level? What do you say when dealing into evocation spells?
Don't you mean a 1 to 20?
No,
One to
Or,
nine,
or
maybe?
1 to 9? Yeah, 1 to 9 would be more accurate.
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Well, I would say maybe a 5, 6, maybe.
Oh, well,
I
that's
am
quite
okay with
powerful.
them.
All right, all right. Do you have a spell book, or it all comes natural to you?
Do have a spell book.
Can I see it?
He pulls out this small book. It's maybe about 4 inches tall, 3.5, 4 inches wide, and he hands it to you.
All right.
Look, you help yourself.
I open up the spell book. I'm gonna shift through it. Do I recognize anything?
So, all of what you see in here right now is unseen servant, identify, charm person, sleep, and then the cantrips are at the very end that he doesn't actually need it for, but they're still written down. And then you also see a ritual spell alarm. But those are all that you see written in this book.
Well, you're our quite weak, actually.
Why use spells that I don't need? These are the ones that gets the jobs done when I need to.
Right, but doesn't go very high. How long have you been working inside the magic world?
Maybe a year and a half, 2 years.
All right. Do I get the message from Atreya now?
At this point, yeah, you're getting the message that he's a phony.
Oh dear. See, me and my fellow compatriots out there, we are quite keen when it comes to power. Essentially, we really found out you're nothing more than a fraud, a charlatan. You're as weak as they come. So yeah, I just got a magical message from one of my companions. So, why do you boast about it?
Fame, fortune, glory. It's mostly it. Would you not want to boast to boost your reputation?
Oh no. Most of the times that gives you more trouble than it's worth. See, because of your boasting, you're one of the prime subjects. Because, a little birdie told me, who's missing fingers right now, that you could cast magical darkness. As I look in this book, I don't see any magical darkness here.
Sounds like you have a liar then.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're either a dead man or you're telling me the truth right now. You decide.
Can I have a look at this spell book?
Sure. I toss him the spell book.
I'm
Just like it's an unjustified paperweight.
Cool. I'm gonna start flicking through it with the blood still on my fingers, just messing it up. And as I'm going through, I'm just gonna be like, I have a problem. I can't read magic, so there could be a darkness spell in here somewhere.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe on the back pages. Maybe we need to force the truth out of him,
Maybe we start tearing out pages. See, when we get to the end, maybe we'll find one.
Should we see how long it takes a smite to start undoing all the magic?
Oh, I am very, very curious.
Whilst I
right now,
do that, I hold my hand out and I summon my hammer and make it glow with radiant energy, preparing a smite. Let's see how long it can last. Well, if he's powerful, there'll be protection on this book, right? That'll stop me from breaking it. Let's see if the gods can destroy it.
Powerful wizards do that. And I look at Gormak. So, truth or false?
It's up to you if you believe me or not. But I can tell you your little hammer trick won't work on that book.
Oh,
Slap the book, I say.
okay. I place it on the floor and I'm going to smash it with a smite.
Oh my fucking
Alright.
god.
It's fucking
Go ahead and
book.
roll damage.
It could be worth like at least 700 gold, man.
Do you want just the
Well,
damage,
yeah,
L,
maybe,
to hit?
but
Just the damage.
I mean, it's kind of hard to miss a book.
I don't know.
AC 10, man.
I don't know, it's 5e.
I'm pretty sure
Have you seen the
a
rules?
book's AC is a little lower than 10.
No,
Hold on then.
objects have 10.
Isn't a commoner's AC like 8?
Don't think so.
10?
It's 10, yeah.
I think
Oh,
commoners have
maybe
everything 10.
Maybe
Just ignore the to hit, because for some reason it went
You
off.
barely hit. Yeah.
16 damage, that's with smite.
So, you smack this book and smite it. And as you raise your hammer, it's completely intact. And he looks at you. Told you it wouldn't work.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Can I have the book back? I am curious.
Of course. I hand it over.
As I take the book, I am going to flip through the pages again where the normal spells stop. I'm going to hold my hands over the pages and just feel the pages, see if there is any, actual writing on it, but being hidden by an illusion spell. There's always causes when you write on paper. Do I feel anything?
You feel nothing.
Oh well.
Would you like
So-
to know why you can't damage that book by different means?
Please tell me. I am curious.
It's as simple as it's an enduring spell book.
Oh,
Not much can damage it, and it doesn't deteriorate with age.
So,
that's very
so
fascinating.
instead of being
Unlike you, Pete.
powerful, you just spend a lot of money to act powerful. Spend a lot of money for a spell book that can't be destroyed. To make him
Spend
look...
a lot of money.
Well, I assume it's expensive.
You, no. This book maybe costs 150 gold. It is not expensive at all. This is a very common item for those that have magic abilities. It is not used for the damage by a fire or immersion in water, all of that fancy stuff, unless you're dabbling with specific spells that are more unstable. It is that the spell book doesn't deteriorate. So instead of you buying multiple spell books, you have a single one.
Oh, well, at least you got prepared, right?
One day I will hopefully grow as high as what I say that I am. But we shall see.
So, who do you think did it?
Well, that's a hard one to say.
Well, you're the most proficient con artist here. You can smell a con when it's around you.
Everybody is a con artist on this ship. I guarantee you, even those in your party are probably conning you on something or another.
We are most certain of that.
It's very hard to say. For me, I don't trust Carmilla. I also don't trust the Warden, the Commodore. Both these are very untrustworthy and backstabbing individuals.
What have they done to get such a title?
Well, the Commodore betrayed all his,
Yeah, the
his fellow
Commodore
crewmates.
betrayed his pirate friends and
Okay.
was offered a position as a Commodore by I'm drawing a blank. City on the water. Neverwinter. Up in Neverwinter. And Carmilla was born to a rich family up again in Neverwinter. And we still aren't entirely sure why she came down here to live in Saltmarsh and marry Sanders. Anders. As far as I know, those are the two most untrustworthy. Skirin is a mystery to me. I never really spoke to either the captain or the wizard outside of boasting about some of my magical prowess. And obviously I've known Prime Water almost my entire life, so
he knows you're a con.
Prime Water, no. I tend to not tell him as many of my stories.
I look at Athos. I must say, all of these people are very tight-lipped. Shall we do?
I mean, the councils, aren't they? They haven't got any backbone themselves. Have people to do it for them. I mean, we're on a boat. How often do you find dead bodies floating in the ocean?
Well, depends. And Pete just scratches his head. Really,
Nah.
really depends.
We're not going to get much out of this guy. He's
No.
practically useless. The Commodore guy seems interesting, though. Taking care of his own crew.
I think Carmilla is interesting.
That's true. Would you like a chest of gunpowder in here, too?
Hmm.
What the fuck happened to Athos, man?
Wait,
Uh,
no, no.
uh,
A
I've
single
got...
bucket of tuna blood and just throw him through the porthole. That'll be good enough for the Commodore, but let the sharks do their work. No, Camilla, I think we need to be a little bit more subtle but aggressive. Cormac, we're not going to take you back to the dining room. We're just going to say that you passed out. Please, go through the other way, the north part of the ship, you know. Don't go back to the dining room and just stay there for a little bit. Don't really want
Of
to hurt
course.
you.
I'll go back to my room, and if you need me, I shall be there. Yeah. And knock before entering. I will most likely be sleeping naked. It is dastardly hot on this ship right now.
I will tell Atreya.
Okay, I'm out of the game.
She's really a good knocker.
Oh man. And so he
I did pick up my whip again, so.
Oh, Jesus
So, yeah.
Christ.
he is now out the door. He goes up the other stairs and makes his way to his room.
Oh well, I'm bad people. Sorry about that. We gagged them this time to make sure that you're not all disturbed. Lady Camilla, would you be so kind?
Yeah. And she glances over at Anders and he nods, and at this point Prime Water actually looks at you. No brutal interrogations. That is not fair for a lady.
I hold up my two bloody fingers next to my head. On my honor, sir.
Once again, I'm going
You
to
have
cast.
no
detect-
honor. I will
I'm
follow.
going to cast Detect Thoughts again
On Camilla or Pete?
on Camilla.
On everyone at this
Alright,
point.
let me get up to...
I would like to follow.
Alright.
I can't cast it on every.
I would like to follow.
So
And I would just stay outside the room and just say, if you need anything, just say so. And I'm staying outside the door.
Oh sure, Atreya, sure.
I guess I need to...
No, not you, Camilla.
Oh, apologies.
Um,
I closed the door with a grin while looking you in the face, and I just slowly closed the door.
Inside check on that rapey face. Sorry.
Why would she need help?
Because I wrote so bad on the inside check before that I actually believe that you're torturing people.
Don't worry, everything's going perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Blood
but
on the floor, holes in the walls. Yeah.
Well, like I said, he fell off the chair.
I walk up to the door and I see blood on the floor, holes punched in the wall. There's like people like with seemingly broken fingers and stuff, and you lead in the beautiful lady in there to potentially torture her. Yeah, I'm gonna roll inside check on that.
I slide my hammer under the table to try and hide it. I ain't got out. Not me.
What
Why
happened,
did I
man?
know?
Honestly, you scrutinize us so hard, and now you're doing the same shit. Like it's fake, but still.
I close the door, and I go on one knee just to go on eye level with
Did
Lady
she
Camilla.
save for the Detect Thoughts, by the way?
Oh yeah, for the detect thoughts, the only thing that you detect is that she is scared right now. Like after everything that's gone on with the first two, like she is terrified, and that's all you can sense is just fear.
Yeah, it's too late. I imagine it's she went in pretty quickly, so I imagine it's too late for me to probe any deeper before she was just gone.
No, you can. You'll have a few seconds.
All right, yeah, I'll see what I can. I'll probe very quickly. DC say 15.
All right,
Yeah.
you are unable to probe deeper.
How unfortunate.
She's just too. All I can
Yeah,
sense from her is
she's just got so much fear that you're not able to penetrate. And okay, that sounds so dirty. You're not able to probe deeper into.
I'm not
the,
that kind of bard. We made that very clear.
I know.
I'm specifically trying to
Not
de-establish.
fuck everything that moves.
I'm deliberately trying to not be that kind of bard, and then you end up shoving me in a room with Zendros.
That
not-
only happened a handful of times.
It's not working.
You don't have to fuck her.
Fate just said, just the ghost of Gygax is looking down on me, and it's just like, you will be horny and you will like it.
So,
All right. So yeah, as she sits down, she sits down very ladylike, crosses her legs over each other, and she's sitting there. What do you like to know?
why did you leave? Neverwinter to come to this backwater place? Lady come in.
It was arranged previous to me turning of age. My father and Anda's father, before his untimely passing, had an agreement that when we were both 23, we shall wed and I shall bear his children. And that is a promise that I intend to keep. And I have grown quite fond of Anders in the time that I've been with him.
Really? Did you have an affair before you went to Neverwinter? Previous lovers? Jealousy, maybe?
There was only a handful of.
I'm asking for one.
Wait,
Not a handful.
so did you meet a man named Varus at any point in time?
Oh, for fuck's
Oh no!
Tall, elfy fellow.
Yeah, that's the one. Slightly chubby on these days.
Yes, he was a smooth talker. When I was in transit, we stopped at a town called Fendelin, and he took quite a liking to me. But unfortunately, it wouldn't work. So I left sooner than I was supposed to.
Oh, good. You don't have to kill her. I had to look just at Athos.
I just start chuckling to myself, like a hearty laugh.
Oh man.
So, back to the point. Why do anyone wants to kill Scarron, the elf man?
Kieran?
Honestly, Skirin to me is a mystery. His
Can I
views
insight
are.
this?
Yeah.
Because everyone's saying he's a mystery. It's like it's the same answer. Oh wow. Okay. Nope.
Oh. Yep. He's a mysterious person. That's all I know.
Oh my god, he's so mysterious.
But yeah, like she says that well, he won't allow me to be in there in the room when he talks business or anything or home life with Anders. I guess the mentality that he comes from is that is man's talk. So the only time that I really spend with Anders and even with Skirin is at dinner, and every once in a while Anders will assign Skirin to follow me when I go shopping, but other than that I am mostly inside the house, and that is it.
Would you say that you're happy you've met?
Of course I'm happy. I'm quite fond with living with Anders and the life that he is able to provide for me.
Do you have a reason to kill Scarron?
Kill Skirin, no. While he's strange, he is very caring and protective of Anders.
Now I
respect that.
insight.
All right.
It's not bad.
she seems like she's telling you the complete truth. Like she honestly believes that Skirin is like 1,000,000% loyal to Anders, and that everything he does is to better Anders and his family name.
I look at Athos. We're not going to get anywhere. I'm going to give up.
This isn't.
I think I'm just going to shoot everybody on the ship and then tell Prime what it's done.
I mean, what was that thing you were talking to me about? You know, if someone betrays the, what is it? You tie a rope to their foot with a really big heavy rock and you just throw them in the sea. What's all that about? You don't have to touch them, really. I mean, the guy said, don't hurt the woman. But if she dies by drowning, technically we didn't touch her. The water did.
Oh, you are very, very creative.
Do you see?
We have any rope in here? Wait, no, just use the hangmat there.
And at this point, like, you see the fear in her eyes, and she's getting more fidgety, and she's like leaning back against the desk, and her hands are in her lap, and she just closes her eyes and just starts muttering.
Is there anything you want to tell us, Lady Camilla? You know, Cormac, we kind of disposed him in the other room, but...
What is she muttering? I have Observer, so I can read people's lips.
So she's not really, like, saying anything. Like, she's not murmuring anything. It's just her lips are just kind of like a fish out of water. Just
yeah. So it's
open,
fear-based.
close, open, close.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And she looks up. I don't want to die. What? Why would you talk about throwing me into the ocean? I've done nothing wrong.
Who knows? We're just going by elimination right now. Eventually somebody will show up and tell us the truth.
Yeah. The body count keeps going up and someone's gonna squeal. Well, I don't know about you people. What about if we throw a next door and we'll get in the next one?
Oh, what will happen if we tell Good Anders that we killed his wife? Because we're quite sure she was the one who did it.
Is there a treasure chest or something in here?
In here, let's see.
Or like just a box, something heavy-ish.
Plan on shoving her in
There should be a chest in there, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna open it, throw everything out of the chest that's empty, and then I'm just gonna throw the chest out the window. Oops, she fell in the sea.
Oh, dear.
That's
I
a
remember
shame.
her.
Wipe a single tear from my
See if you can get this. See if you can get this open.
Oh God, is it locked?
Yep. Yeah.
Sure.
Don't worry. I've another solution.
Oh, you
I
do?
just wiggle in on the backside of my my bag, and I take out. Let me see what I got. Happy.
Oh no.
What have you got?
This is nice.
What are you planning?
What are you two doing?
This is exactly the sort of shenanigans that D&D Green Text warned me about.
I feel like Pete is rubbing off on me. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's
The whole
it's not
time,
for
you
no
know,
reason
when
that
I
I
signed
said,
up
like,
for this
what
group, I
happened to
thought,
Athos.
oh, I'll never get in a group like that. And here it's happening.
What's your
in front of you
alignment?
right now.
My alignment, oh, it's
It's
going down. My alignment's just dropping.
It's apparently
Yeah,
chaotic.
I figured that.
Yeah.
We're not killing anybody. We're just trying to instill.
True. To be
fear.
fair, it's all pretend. It's a performance, so.
I take out what looks to be like an incomplete cannonball, and I just drop it outside the window. Creates a large enough splash from this distance. Lady Camilla, now look her in the eyes. I must regret to inform you that you have been lost to the sea, and I grin at her.
And she just kind of like looks at you and like she's trying not to sob loud. What should I do now?
Just wait here for a little bit. I open the door up in a crack and I look at Atreya. Atreya,
What the fuck happened?
nothing. Close the other door going towards the dining room. Make sure it's shut.
Closing it. Coming back.
Now open the other door here.
Opening it. Looking at you.
I open this door and I push Camilla. Make sure she stays in that room.
Okay. Did I hear the cannonball going off? Like, not going off, like falling off?
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not with the door closed.
Yeah, okay. What a waste of cannonball. Okay, I just like go in there.
But
And
these people hear it. There's a window there.
Yeah, I'll say they're right next to where it's splashing. So
and there's also waves and stuff, but okay.
Whew, wow.
yeah, that's a distinguished.
I'm going to like as he comes out. I'm going to very quickly, just quietly beckon Pete over.
She was surprisingly heavy, that one.
I'm just gonna go just to be sure, you didn't actually just throw her in the ocean, right?
Would I do that?
I mean, you've done crazy things. I'm not saying it's definitely what you do, but
Do you think I have Athos in the room? You dumb knuckles will never trust me.
I suppose that's true. He wouldn't go against his faith like that.
Mr. Anders,
I'm just making sure.
if you were at least so kind to follow me.
And at this point, Skarin steps up. Anywhere the young master goes, I follow.
It's kind of gay.
Well, I step back over to Ox. Have you found anything out yet? 'Cause I'm running out of ideas.
I'm running out of magic right now when it comes to reading them.
Did I hear the
got one.
guard?
I've only got one more in me.
You mean the assistant?
Yeah, the assistant saying that he won't go alone.
Do we even have any obligation to solve this?
Yeah. We actually
He's
got.
one of the
asked
guys.
I
that-
have
he's one
a
of the guys-
20. Oh, I hear it. Nice. I'm just gonna walk out and say, "Who said they're not going alone? Come on,
Skarin looks at you, doesn't seem phased at all.
you."
Mr. Anders does not travel and go in by himself.
Well, that's all right. How about if I crush your skull in and drag you in?
Intimidation.
Sure.
Intimidation.
Hey, if you want
Considering
to.
what's been happening, that might be advantage actually.
I look at Arx and it's like, I think I've rubbed off on him.
Like,
Oh,
I just feel
Wait,
like,
I've got it. Whilst I do that, I'm gonna grin, and then because he seems stone faced, like he's super strong, I'm just gonna walk up to him and I'm just gonna daunting roar in his face. So he has to do it's a DC 15 Wisdom save, or he is frightened by me.
Imagine he gets it.
As-
He's
as-
achieved.
Oh no, yeah, he definitely passes.
He passed. Damn.
balls of fucking steel.
He looks
Aye.
at you.
Standing there like Alfred, like I said before.
So
Butler's a badass, clearly.
I mean, that's part of the requirement of being a butler in a fictional setting.
That's true.
oh,
I
actually,
suppose.
I need to roll one for. Or are you
Everyone,
gonna do it? Are you trying to
well, it's
frighten Anders as well? Or
everyone around
creatures
me.
of your choice.
Yeah. So
Creatures of your choice within 10 feet.
yeah. So probably everyone that's not an ally within 10 feet of me, will have to try and pass.
I'll say yeah, it's just him and Anders.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
else is too far away.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. Anders. And it's the wisdom save. Anders passes too.
Damn.
He
No,
barely
no,
passed.
right.
He just heard his wife get dropped into the ocean.
Yeah,
Should have
he doesn't seem
disadvantage.
super happy right now.
No shit.
I love that they still let it all happen.
Don't worry, sir. Hopefully she can swim. If not, she's in trouble. Right, Pete.
What
Who
you
we're
do?
taking next?
Ox.
Yep.
The
You
Last
cut
time.
out there.
the elf, the butler.
You sure about this? This is the last one I've got.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. If it's not the butler, then we have one person left.
I suppose that's a good point.
Oh,
Technically, there's two because there's a Commodore, and there's Anders. Although then again, Anders is very like. Wasn't the butler the one who got his like throat slit earlier?
yep.
Like,
But if he knew that the
That
good
was
priest was
easier.
going to heal him,
So you're saying you basically did suicide?
I'm just gonna walk up to the group. What's the chances? Oh, I'm gonna whisper this. What's the chances that Anders knows that the Commodore killed his own crew? Yeah, it's not something you sort of put on a CV, you know. I'm a, serial killer.
that's a good point.
Do you think that's something that he maybe left out when he joined? Well, I suppose I'll just speak normally.
What do you?
Well, it's a good job there's no crew killers among us, you know? It'd be terribly awful if there was.
And Gellin looks over at you, and like he gives you that like what are you trying to do? Look.
Oh, no, nothing, my good man. I'm just,
Well, he doesn't actually say it. He looks at, he gives you that look. And he's just
Oh,
like,
I know. I'm answering his look. I need to look at him and see that, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, good man. I know you're worrying, but don't worry. I'm just, getting some thoughts in my head that I need to clear out in the air. Just so I think better loudly, you know? I'm trying to think
And,
if a traitor
At this
was among
point,
us.
the Commodore sits out of, or steps up and stands up out of his chair. Well, my good sir, I'm assuming you're talking about me.
No, not really. I was just airing it. But now you've stood up.
Well,
Maybe you could be the next one.
when you look at everybody, I'm assuming you already know, as it wasn't a hidden thing that at one point I was a pirate, and that I did betray an entire crew, and that's how I became a Commodore. They all had it coming. Simple as that.
They all had it coming. That seems like unfair justice. Tell me, what did these pirates do that deserved it?
They tried throwing a mutiny.
Terrible.
The best way to kill mutineers is
Kill them first.
turn them into the government.
It's a fairly smart move. What about you, Pete? I'm pretty sure, you would have something to say about this.
well, whatever pirates do, they do. I'm not very acquainted with them.
Does it
So
seem
start
fair?
whistling. Scarin and Mr. Anders, please follow us. We get to the Commodore at last.
Fair.
So they both walk in.
If there was ever going to be a fight, these two are the most likely, I feel.
Yep. I lean against the wall. Ah, it has been a trying day, gentlemen. My hand
And
is
have you
busted.
found anything?
Well, a couple of things, and to be honest, most of the guests here are either charades or paying you all for your money.
Sounds normal.
Yeah. Why do anybody want to kill your butt, Mr. Anderson?
Why would anybody want to kill Father Windhelm? Why would anybody want to kill anybody? I'm assuming something to do with business.
Are they in the? Oh yeah.
What? What?
Oh yeah, hold on. Did you want to use your last detect thoughts on Skirin?
No. I'll see what they figure out. Because at the moment, I'm not sure whether I should use it on Skirin or on Anders.
All right.
Why
Continue
you-
with your investigation.
Why your butler, really? What does your butler have for importance in business? And I know you're right there, but I really don't get it.
Well, Skirin does manage my entire infrastructure's budget and finances.
Oh, you're
On top of he
butler.
is also the ones that makes the deals.
Are you actually doing it? Then, Mr. Anders, no offense.
Ah, I am still in, I guess what you could say, an apprenticeship. As I unfortunately have been taking care of my family name over the last 10 years since my parents died. So, Skirin has been a faithful assistant to me and has kept my family's businesses afloat.
All right. Scarin, very important question here. Please answer truthfully. Primewater, has he been bugging you about your business? Does he want to buy things from you? Deeds, get more influence into the town, but you have been persistent, maybe hard to persuade, where Mr. Anders here is young, an easier target for Primewater's business sense.
I wouldn't believe so. Both young Master and Mr. Primewater are both loyalists, and they just want what is best for Saltmarsh. In truth, the two organizations actually work very well hand in hand together, and both have seen an increased profit since we have been together.
Would you say that Primewater could have been a suspect in killing you? He definitely had the means.
Well, he has the money. I don't believe that he would have the means. Or, sorry, the motive. And nothing would benefit him from killing me. If he would kill anybody, it would be our young master here. Because if the master dies, then that is it of his company.
True.
Wait,
Who would kill you then? What
who's-
motive would people have?
who's the second in command of your business?
I am, but the way that the will and the business is written is that only a Salmore heir can inherit the business in the event that the last of the Salmore die, or in the event that there is not a inheritee, then the business will be spread throughout the town of Saltmarsh to the council to do with as it wishes.
So the council get it. But which member of the council deals with that? Because I assume it's not
All
all of them?
All except for Eliander, the god captain. He is the only one that does not have their hands, as you would say, in the cookie jar.
Could you imagine how much more money someone could make if they offed the leader? I
But
wonder
again,
if
why
there's...
kill me and not kill Anders directly?
That would be suspicious.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to do a hard takeover, you get the strategical mind first out of the place. Make some inquiries with the rest of the council, vote for that, well, the competence. I'm sorry to say, Mr. Anders, but that's probably what they would do. Would be a power play. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a sailor.
I'm curious if that is all you are.
Everybody has their secrets, Mr. Scarron. But then again, nobody else pops into your mind of somebody who wants to off you?
At least not on this ship.
You sure?
As far as I'm aware.
I heard you did not really like to cook.
He's just a filthy orc. Nothing more. Honestly, I have talked to both Anders and to Mr. Primewater about firing vermin like him. But he insists that he stays.
I think we're done with our investigation, Mr. Rathos. Please wait here, Anders. I go to the other room. Open this door. I hold up my hand for the lady.
Like you take put out your hand so she can grab your hand.
Yep.
Excuse me. She takes it and stands at the door.
I escort her gently towards Anders.
And as soon as Anders sees her, like he just completely breaks down and begins to sob, knowing that she's alive now. And you can tell that like all of the tension and everything that he had built up just washed away with seeing her.
Everything is fine. I'm gonna go to Primewater and say I can't solve this.
I do feel, though, that this still might be an attack for the business. It might be best to put you under guard.
Good luck with that. I'm gonna see how Lady Sarah is doing. Walk out the door. Drea, it's fucking hopeless.
Alright.
I go back to
So-
Primewater and just look him in the face. Mr. Primewater, we've tried all we can. Cannot, well, notice, sense, or actually find out who the perpetrator is. I am sorry. I go towards the Wexley, take off the bandages. Good show. Tap him on the shoulder. Let's go see, we want to meet up later in the evening. Want to see those designs of yours?
Of course. I shall be in my room. I will probably get some sleep now, so I just request that you actually knock and not use your firearm this time.
Yes, and I will place the lock tomorrow.
I'm sorry, he did what?
What?
I wasn't there last week. He shot down a door.
Yes, it was locked.
Oh yeah, nobody
I mean,
nobody else heard it, and nobody knows about it except for him and Athos.
I mean, I figured that'd be okay. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of knocking, yeah, he decided this.
I take Lady Sarah by the hand. Lady Sarah, I think it's time to retire.
She nods, and you guys head down to your rooms, which on the lower deck, I believe.
I'm
While
staying guard. I want to watch all this stuff. Like,
while we're walking
I
away, I will
feel
tell
like
Lady Sarah everything is fake. Nothing happened.
So at this point, since Pete gave him the clear, Wexel goes back down to the engine room, and Gellin looks at all of his guests. Well, for the time being, Captain Misty, let's go ahead and turn the ship around. It's going to take us about a day to get back to Saltmarsh, but this is something that absolutely has to be taken care of. And everybody else, please go to your rooms, and tomorrow morning at first light we shall meet up in the dining room.
And I'm just gonna walk up to Orcs, get pretty close, and I'm just gonna whisper to you. By the way, if you see Nilrig anywhere, tell him that I need him. He's somewhere on the ship.
Nilrig, that's Azar, right?
No,
Yeah, Azar.
well, that's
It's version 1.0
yeah.
of
It's the
Azar.
black dragon, if you remember right at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, they're two separate people now?
Athos looks confused. We mean two separate, of course. You wouldn't just name one person two names, would you? How can a black dragon be a gold dragon?
I'm gonna stay in the
You
dining
don't.
hall.
Never mind.
I'm just gonna let it process, and in my mind, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, he doesn't know."
Never mind.
And I was like, no, no. Now I think about it, I know exactly who you mean. I'll be
Right.
sure to let him know.
Cool. Right. By the way, he's not in dragon form. He's a black dragonborn, and he's really tall, like ridiculously tall.
Right.
So, yeah, just look for him. He disappeared when the darkness happened, and because he can see through darkness, but for some reason he, left.
And he's not a prime suspect, apparently, right?
So just keep an eye out for him. You know what he's like.
I'm gonna patrol the ship and mostly I'm gonna patrol the ship, and I don't really find anything suspicious. I'm just gonna sleep in the dining hall, I suppose, and grab a seat and just wait for anything suspicious.
I'm
To
gonna
me,
just
it's like,
get to my room. I need
it's
to get
too
my spell slots
suspicious.
back.
I didn't use anything, so
Gellin's up there.
if anything happens, you might as well pick one of us adventurers off, so.
I'm just gonna generally walk around the ship, just sort of on a patrol, looking for anything, or anyone that's trying to sneak around.
All right. So, yeah, everybody breaks, goes to their rooms. Everybody was instructed to stay in your rooms all night. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Where's that at? Oh, yeah, that's... Sorry, there's 18 different documents that I Nope, that's the wrong note.
I mean, maybe Ares or Arx have any. Sure, it's been ongoing for quite some time, but maybe Ares or Arx have any insight into anything. But I guess it's too late now.
Nothing more than we can already say. Nothing we haven't said already.
Just keep an eye out for fishy
Listen,
movement.
I just want to
All
spend
right.
the
What,
night
you want me to just look outside the window?
the
Funny.
window. Gonna be patrolling.
It is, I know.
patrolling.
It is.
I'll be patrolling up and down the ship and in my shift in one of those dining chairs and just keep watching at the end of my shift on the dining chair and then just sleep on it when it comes.
Maybe we should
Would be-
resort to actual torture.
All right.
Can't
So,
do that.
Bad.
as the few of you that are patrolling and the rest of you guys, I guess I can take you guys down to your bunk rooms. Let's see.
Surely.
Go here to here. Wexel's down there. What? Oh, that's why. Athos, you're there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who am I missing? Treya's not down here. All right. So you guys are gonna have to share rooms. Just pretend that you have your own room. So. Ares said that she was gonna patrol the ship, and then end up stopping in the dining hall to sleep in a chair.
I was gonna patrol as well, but I'm not gonna sleep. I'll take 1 level of exhaustion to keep going.
Who's level Sarah? Who's Lady Sarah? Level
My
Sarah?
date.
Yeah, I
that's
know,
his
but more
date.
specifically,
She is a minor.
No.
She was
Not a
24.
she's a minor noble daughter.
Okay, so then
My date is a major
more
noble,
people-
right?
There's more people than just the guys. That's right. Okay. Oh yeah, because I was on with Zendros.
Yeah.
And with the
I don't
dude
even
whose
bring
name I
anyone.
forgot.
I don't even remember who you're with. I didn't write it down.
Was some like the son of one of the council members.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
no, that's
Galen,
that's
yeah.
still a minor. Yeah, it was Galen's son. I don't remember what he said his name was, but Danny. What did we say?
Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah.
Right, he is Johnny. That's what I did all the time. Yeah.
Was it the Prime Water's son?
Yeah, promo.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's a suspect, but we didn't check on that.
I honestly forgot about the NPCs. So
They weren't on the board, so I didn't check. So. And I think I'll share a room with him, which is going to be interesting. He was underage or something like close to it. I don't know.
yeah, he should have been. I think he was like 17. So as you guys are sleeping / patrolling, you hear from the mid deck, so the deck that the dining hall is on. Help! Come quick! And
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm sprinting.
you guys
I'm banging.
arrive, and at this point, even Prime Water and the Commodore come in, and they're obviously there in their downtime close. Wexel's off the map, and
So,
Anders is standing right outside of his door and he's shaking. So, in through this doorway,
Oh, that one.
you guys,
Oh,
you
it's
guys
coming
see
again.
Anders,
Murder some people.
and at this point, everybody else is coming out of their rooms now, and Skirin comes out. Master Saltmore, what is it? And he runs up to the young master, and Anders just points into the room. Carmilla is, and you can tell he's trying to hold himself, like he's trying to keep himself together right now, and he finally spits out that Carmilla was stabbed.
I'm
Oh,
going to sprint
shit.
straight in if I can. Can I see? Is she breathing?
I'm gonna go with.
She is not breathing. So what you see is a silver dagger with a green emerald gently placed in the hilt of a dagger, and it is lodged to the base in her eye socket.
Oh, fuck me.
Fred.
Wait, there's an emerald. Where's the guy that can
Yeah,
resurrect?
He's dead.
Dead.
Yeah, that's an issue, isn't it?
And
I'm like, I'm looking in there,
so-
like I'm poking my head in, and I'm like, what do you see?
as
Nothing
as
pleasant.
Athos is looking at this, Anders says, like, I didn't touch the body, like I didn't want to contaminate anything that you guys might have been able to use. He, like, as soon as he seen it and he woke up, he immediately yelled out for help and waited by the door.
Yep.
And she is laying on her, let's see, her right side, so facing towards the wall over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And looking at the angle that this dagger is sticking in, it looks like it wasn't forced in like with a thrust. It looks like it was probably thrown from what you're assuming is the window. Just because it's got a slight angle downwards from where the window is faced.
in the background.
Oh no!
That's fine. I'll blow a deck. It's fine.
Yeah, luckily you guys don't hear anything that.
So
that
this
Pete's
is a
doing.
silver. Is there
Dude,
any?
the boat seems to be rocking more than usual.
You're old, Pete. Don't overexert
I'm
yourself.
gonna talk to the, what is his name, Eleander or something? I'm gonna be like, so what happened? Did you see the person who did this, or were you asleep when this happened?
I was asleep, and like you can, like, he has blood that is on one of his sleeves.
I want to put a hand on his shoulder and comfort him, but also ulterior motives. See if he's shaking out of adrenaline. I mean, he didn't kill his wife, but still, want to see if he's shaking because he murdered someone, or
because his wife just died.
yeah, or because his wife just
Wait,
died.
what did you say the angle of the dagger was?
So the angle of the dagger is, say, like that. Give or take.
Ooh, maybe
So
it got thrown, man.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, that's
been
what
thrown
said.
from the window. Can I put my
But
head
I
out the
genuinely
window?
want to
Is there
comfort the
any
dude.
climbing?
Can I comfort the
Hold
fucking
on. Athos, go ahead.
Can I comfort? Wait, Athos goes first. Okay, go.
I was just gonna pop my head out the window. Is there any climbing things or anything you could easily climb?
It looks smooth.
Okay.
All right, Atreya.
I want to comfort the dude because he lost his wife, probably.
Are you trying to like sensually?
No, just sternly, but also comforting, like a shoulder to rest on in that sense. Because I'm a horrible, horrible person, but I don't have no feelings.
And he seems
chums.
very what's the word I want to use?
Broken.
Very uncomfortable.
Ooh.
As you're sitting here trying to console him, and like it just seems like he just doesn't want to be touched right now.
That's
Offhand,
very
I'm
interesting.
gonna pull the tray off, and I'm like, sorry for your loss.
And Skirin takes him. Master Solomon, please come sit down. And so he takes him and he sits him in his room's desk chair, and he's gonna stand just at the door so he can watch his young master and still be able to communicate with you guys.
Sure. Can I investigate this dagger?
Yep.
I'm gonna need. Can I use like religion, looking for like cultist symbols or stuff like that? Or is it just straight investigation?
It'll just be an investigation.
That's fine. Natural 20.
Oh, wow!
So, one thing that you notice from this dagger, without removing it, is that it does look very, very familiar to a dagger that you guys have found before. It is a similar shape and style to the dagger that was found that slit Skirin's throat, and that Misty had said that she was missing. Misty had said that she had been missing 3 daggers.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. So that's twice her daggers have now been used to kill people on this boat. And there's a third one, which means someone else is going to die. Everyone needs guards now. I just shouted out, everyone get a guard. 2 guards.
And, oh yeah, I guess I should move Gillen down too. And Gillen looks, come on. Gillen looks over at you guys. We do not have guards in this ship. We just have standard fishermen.
You've got a venturing party around you. Assign one of you to one of us.
That's what you meant, then. Of course. Well, I called the kitty cat.
I'm just gonna very quietly whisper like, "How selfless of you."
I'm gonna be.
Oh, this is gonna be
Like
like
how-
when in sports people pick their teammates, and I'm just gonna be picked last. Nice.
Oh please, I'm gonna be picked last.
I don't know. I think
volunteer.
Pete's probably gonna get picked last. Actually, Pete's not even down there, so he's definitely getting picked last.
Pete is guarding someone very intimidating.
yeah, he's already been assigned.
I'm gonna guard. I'm gonna guard with the butler. 2 guards is better than 1. I'll guard in the room. He can guard outside the room, or whatever he wants to do.
The
And go up to the butler.
the young
Be
master
like,
can
no, you're probably.
can 2 of us be with the young master, because that's twice the people next to him have been killed. So can 2 of us go with them? So there's 3 guards around him. Because both of
That's
them,
fine.
by the looks of it, aimed around him.
Yeah.
Sure. So whoever,
Gillen will take.
yeah, go on.
So I'll
Guarding
say,
with them.
So let's see. We have Captain Misty. Mormock's gonna take Atreya.
Fuck.
Shit.
He's probably the most brutish one that actually can kick my ass.
So I'm taking what was his name?
The Commodore and or so Athos, between you and Arx, you guys can decide who wants to stick with Commodore and Prime Water and who wants to stick with the Anders as the 3rd guard.
Up to you, Ux. I'll do whoever. I'll guard whoever. God, that sounded wrong.
I'll take Prime Water and the Commodore then.
You're taking them too, sure.
And
Yeah.
Prime Water
think the
nods, and so
given how Anders seems to be a big target, we need like the most obvious defender for him. So I'm sorry, Mr. Primewater, but it seems, considering the situation at hand, Anders will likely need the most security.
it is completely acceptable.
Thank you for understanding. And I suppose that means you're with me then.
Of course, of course.
Worry.
The easiest thing to do, go back to your rooms peacefully. Try and... I suppose I know everything bad is going on. Just try and find some peace if you can. Barricade your doors with your assigned party member within inside your room. And we will stay like that until the night has passed.
All right. So,
So I wanted to ask the butler something real quick. I was gonna ask him if he wants to guard inside or wants me to guard inside the room or outside the room. Because I don't know how well his combat skills are. The butler has any at all.
he looks you up and down. You can stay inside the room with young master and I.
Very well.
Big kitty cat friend here.
Yeah,
And,
which room am I in? The top one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, of course.
So this
Ares
one.
is. Ares, are you going to stay in there and I can stay outside if you win?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
cool.
stay outside. You're the muscle.
Yeah,
They try
well,
coming inside. I can just use my fake claws to hit them, or with a rapier. I can use what I need to.
okay, barricade this door on your side.
Okay, I will. Barricade it.
And you guys already know the bottom room is closed and locked up. That's what's housing the body of Father Windham. And Mormac looks at Atreya. Well, would you care to stay in my room, or should I proceed down to your room?
Which one's bigger?
Beds are about the same. I might have a little bit more floor space, though.
Yours it is.
Of course. And he sets his weapon down and he leans up against the wall and slides down the wall, puts his sword up against his chest, and he dozes off in the corner. That way you can have the bed.
How very gentlemanly. I wanna, whilst he falls asleep, wanna cast Detect Magic as a ritual. Before I go to bed, or go back to bed, and see if he has anything magical on him. Magical daggers, magical items, magical anything. Enchantments, spells.
Let's see. How long of a ritual is that? So
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Let's... So, there are 2 items that stand out in his room. The first is an enduring spellbook, which is sitting on his desk. And the second is a medium-sized purple crystal, which is again sitting on a desk, and it appears to have been fitted to be an arcane focus.
He has that. Well, since I wasn't involved in the investigation with Wexley, is that Wexley's fucking spellbook?
No. Well,
So
you
he's a
wouldn't
spellcaster.
know if it is.
But so he seems to be a spellcaster,
Yep.
and he is currently asleep.
Yep.
Hmm.
Or so you
Can
think,
I-
at least.
Can I, number one, first check if he's really asleep, just like holding my hand in front of his nose, whether he's sleeping solemnly?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Yeah, he appears to be
Excuse me.
sleeping.
All right. Then I want to check on that purple gem, whatever the fuck that might be. I don't have any identifier. Can I maybe Arcana check that?
Yeah, you can Arcana check it.
Oh, you're joking.
Do I now have to roll the 100 and break it and eat it?
So yeah, as you're sitting here, you're like spinning it around and just playing with it, and it drops off, and it falls out of because his focus wasn't sitting perfectly on it, and it bounces over at his feet, and as soon as it hits the ground, he rolls forward and half draws his sword, and he's already almost at your throat before he realizes what happened, and he stops himself.
Okay. As he lunges towards me, do I see any hidden daggers on him? As his clothes move?
Nope. You don't appear to see anything. He's just wearing a leather tunic and pants right now.
Alright.
So the only thing that he had was his sword.
Ah, sorry, fidgety fingers. What's that? Pointing downwards.
And he stops and he clicks his sword back into its sheath. And he picks it up, tosses it, and he puts it in his pocket. It's an arcane focus. Now get some sleep and don't be looking around anymore. And he sinks back down into the wall.
I mean, me as a player, I have my biggest suspicion that it was him, which I had the first thought, anyways. But I don't have any proof, and I can't find any proof. Can I check his room? I mean, I was in his... Wait, who was in his room before?
You and Ares.
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys already checked his room.
oh, but we rolled so badly. All right, cool. Then I will, because I don't have any proof, just ignore whatever. But I will probably take a point of exhaustion, because I don't trust him and I don't want to be murdered.
Well, I'll take one for the team.
I believe that he's the killer, but no proof, no judgment.
All right,
wow.
so anybody else want to do anything with their VIPs before we continue on?
Who's she?
Oh, actually, I would.
Stand watch.
This?
Yeah, her.
That's Captain Misty. I just didn't drag her back to her bunk room.
Fair.
By the way, I will actually fall asleep.
Because her body's still on that bed, I'm gonna like sort of just watch the body to make sure no one moves it or tamper with it. Because these rooms are right next to each other, so I can just walk up and down the corridor.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna still stand watch inside the room and just subtly close my eyes and just listen for sounds, but not like sleep. It's like
Yeah.
focused innately.
So yeah, Skirin kind of does the same thing that Mormac did, and Anders is actually in the bed now, trying to sleep. He's very restless, but Skirin is just sitting up against his desk, and he's dozing in and out, and he looks at you and lets you know, like, hey, I'm gonna clonk out for 4 hours, but I'm still gonna know what's going on. And in 4 hours, he gets up and he's wide awake, fully refreshed, and he looks at you. And if you'd like to take a rest, be my guest. If not, that is entirely fine as well.
I can't quite yet until we figure this out. It's still knees
Of course.
as much as your master is right now. It's alarming to think that such a luxury ride could turn to this.
It is true. And he sits up on top of his desk and he puts his back into the corner so he can watch the entire room. And
I'm basically in one corner. I'll take the other corner right here then.
yeah, and all windows that were to Anders' room, or sorry, to his room, are closed and they're locked. So that way another incident
First
can't occur.
barricaded. Just wanted to make note that I did barricade the door. Or should I do a strength check for that real quick?
No, it'll have a lock and stuff on it. So if you move a chest or something, Skirin would have helped you.
But we got the chest there or whatever. The chest, door's locked, doesn't matter, so no one's getting in. It's an Imperial fortress.
Where's where did
So-
Orcs go? Where's the room that he's in? Is he on the other side of the ship? The front end?
He's on the top deck, so he is with Prime Water and the Commodore.
I'm going to be staying awake.
All right, so everybody that is
Yeah.
staying awake, give yourself 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I
know I
stayed
said I
aw-
wanted my.
Sorry, go on. Ox.
I know I said I wanted to get my spell slots back, but at this point, I don't think it's worth it. I don't want to risk anyone dying.
I'm falling
I'm
asleep.
gonna stay awake. Yeah, I'm staying awake, and where's the exhaustion?
You have to turn it on.
Should be like
yeah.
the middle of your sheet.
Yeah.
I was saying it should be on everybody's sheet.
Mine, I
Yeah.
had to add it on, but yeah.
Well, that's because we.
Great, my
Do I,
perception's 10 times worse now.
Do I take a 2 levels of exhaustion since I didn't even take a 10-minute nap? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, you actually will
Because I'm not standing still like everyone else. I'm going to be marching up and down this corridor, making sure no one touches that body.
What a good old night.
Yeah, but now I'm going to be
Yeah.
crippled. How many exhaustions do I lose?
You're only gonna lose 2.
2.
You know
Okay.
what? Since he took a 4-hour rest, you might as well take an hour rest or something. An hour.
So you'll do a short rest.
Yeah, short.
So
So
You'll
I
still
hadn't
take-
used
you-
any stuff.
yeah, I was like, I don't think you've used anything. So you will still have your exhaustion level. But yeah. So the. There we go. Yeah. So the nighttime goes by just fine, or the rest of the nighttime, I should say. And you guys all wake, or you guys don't wake up. You guys all meet up in the morning time, and everybody's sitting there yawning, except for Skirin, because he used a trance. That way he was good to go. Everybody else though is exhausted. And so everybody's gonna go and meet back in the dining hall.
Good old Pete.
I have 2 levels, so everything I do is half the speed it normally would be. Just like lifting a glass takes me double the amount of time than it did yesterday. I'm just
I'm fine.
knackered.
I get like water to like boost the level of exhaust to go away. I need something. to
Yeah,
get rid of
I'm
it.
gonna get cold
It's
water
been
and
a
just
long
dump
rest.
it on my face. Just wake up.
We need to get rid of exhaust without the long rest. Oh,
So yeah, the next morning comes around and you guys are still on your way back to Saltmarsh. Captain Misty comes down and lets you guys know it's going to be about 4 or 5 hours before you guys are back, because they did sail throughout the entire night to ensure that you guys got back there as quickly as possible.
Captain, you have to excuse me.
Yes.
I'm very tired from last night. The daggers that went missing, the 3. How long ago did they go missing? Can you remind me?
It's been 3-4 weeks, maybe, or whatever I said last week. I don't remember actually what I said last week.
And when
said
did
like a week or 2.
yeah?
So yeah, we'll say 2 weeks.
Where did they get, like, where were they when they were stolen? Were they here on the ship, and were you out at sea?
So they were on the ship, but no, we were docked. The only time that we actually depart is when Mr. Primewater has business, things of that nature.
So, okay, so who would have access on the ship when it's docked? So I suppose you would have people that come in and bring food on ready for the party or whatever, but who else would have access?
Unfortunately, where this ship is usually parked, there's not actually a set security, so the ships are usually open that any can get on. Saltmarsh is such a small town that we're usually not worried about anybody breaking and entering,
Of course.
except for, unfortunately, the more recent events that have been occurring here.
Okay. Well, alright. I'm knackered, so I'm gonna have to continue this investigation when I've had a rest. That night took a lot out.
It took a lot out of all of us.
Mostly of Camilla.
Oh, quiet! Shut up.
That was not in character.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Oh.
if you said that in character, bruh, I would have probably choked you out.
You would have tried, yeah.
Would have tried, yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah, it's morning time. What do you guys want to do? You guys are still at a dead end.
Seeing that everyone of the party is exhausted, anyone from the people here exhausted?
Everybody except for Skirin.
What about Pete? Is he exhausted?
Hell no, brother.
He had the best
Oh,
night's sleep ever.
Yeah. Pete had
What did-
fun and then passed out.
What did my +1 do, by the way? Did he just like sulk in my room or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, he just never left your room.
Okay, good boy.
Pete's not in the room here, by the way. He's on deck.
Yeah, I just have you still sitting here.
I actually decided to go and check on Pete and make sure he knows what's just happened. So I'm gonna go up to the bow of the ship.
You hear him singing a shanty.
I'm just gonna call to him. Pete, we need to talk.
You see him turn around and he has a flask in his hand as he is sipping rum.
Roll my eyes again.
Aye,
It
what
is
do you want
actually
to
rum this
speak
time,
about?
not whiskey.
No, the same is rum.
I just go, well, are you aware of the events that transpired last night?
Depends on what events you're talking about.
I just very quickly just do the Greek expression of "give me the strength." I just go like, one of the other guests was murdered.
Really?
Yes.
You
Stabbed
were
in
just
the
about to-
eye.
Stabbed?
Yes.
Ooh.
Miss Camilla, it seems.
Ooh, that's a damn shame. She was a fine lass to look at.
What the frack?
Well,
I'm going to ignore what you just said and hope this is to Anderson instead of. Never mind. Still, we are no closer to finding the culprits here. All we know is that it's the same emerald knife that was used against Skirin.
aye. How many knives are missing from the little lady's chest again?
From what I hear, 3.
Oh, the person who can handle a knife has throwing expertise and is conveniently missing knives. we all find it a little bit suspect. And who has the biggest grudge against the Anders family?
Ooh.
I take another sip from the flask. I think you all need to have a little chat with the chef.
The chef?
Yeah.
Fire.
Skerrin hates his guts because he's an orc. The chef works with knives daily, has access to the ship, knows where the captain's quarters are, has probably knowledge about her collection. And we didn't question him. Thoroughly.
Who?
The chef.
Oh, okay. Yep, the half orc. Wait, is Mormok?
Orc.
The... Oh, so not the one that I was sleeping in the room with.
No. Or Barg.
Maybe a long shot. But if you all need to want to solve this old mystery, that'd probably be the case. Or another angle. Or it's just the captain itself. Who knows? I'm getting sick and tired of murdery mystery. I mostly just shoot them in the face and get it over with.
I'd rather we avoid any more people dying, but you're right about one thing. This has gone on long enough, and we need to try to solve this before anyone else gets hurt.
Getting
Killed.
paid for this.
Well, I can't imagine Prime Warden would let us go unrewarded. After all, his own life is in danger. Potentially.
I don't think so. Probably going to be the little boy or the elf next. Or both at the same time just to finish the land job.
Yes, but I highly doubt the killer would want too many witnesses now, would they?
I don't think they have witnesses because we never seen the bloody face, or else the person would be dead already.
Other the way and drinking.
Well, I agree with you. We should at least interrogate the chef and the captain.
Good luck with that.
You're not using any of your famous tricks?
No, I'm all out of tricks. Just call me when violence needs to be happening.
I will. Just don't shoot anyone who doesn't deserve it.
Everybody deserves to be shot. It's only a matter of opinion.
Well,
Turn.
I say, well, make sure you shoot whoever deserves to be shot in the boat's collective opinion, shall we say.
Whatever. Turn around, look over to the sea again, and continue with my shanty. I'm
then
singing
you
a
go
very
next.
strange shanty, by the way.
Would
Just
you like to
link
sing
it.
it for us?
Just link it in Discord because my mic is absolutely sucky for singing.
I'm not gonna play
Hey,
because
don't be
it's
rude, Ox.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I say
Don't play,
I'm
it's
just being
copyrighted.
incredibly-
yeah, I
Yeah.
say I can't play because it's
Yeah.
copyrighted. As long as you guys don't play it to where I can hear it, we're okay.
Okay.
During the next minutes or so, I would relay the information that Mormac actually has a magical spellbook and his magical focus, and is really, really quick at getting into battle position. Also, that I slept through the night.
Wait, do you tell us about when he gets like really quick with the blade against your throat?
No, not to throw, but with his sword. So he's a battle-ready person, like a pirate
Yeah.
should be. He also has a magical spellbook and a magical focus, which is important for the whole darkness part.
Interesting. Did you Okay, so do you know darkness then? And I'll point to the guy that Atreyu was protecting.
You guys already interrogated him. You already know the spellbook that he has.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know though because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about him. We're aware. But him being quick and batty ready is a good point. But, you know.
Nah, it's probably just because I don't trust him because he betrayed his whole crew and stuff and
No, that was the Commodore that
That's
did that.
yeah, different guy.
Yeah, but the Commodore that what?
You want with the Commodore.
No,
Mac.
Ares was with the Commodore. You were with Mormac.
You're with the guy that's pretending he's a really good spellcaster when he's actually a really shit spellcaster.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
why
with
was
the
I
guy
with
that's.
I'm with the
half-orc then?
butler.
I was in the room with the half-orc, and the half-orc is not Mormac. Mormac is this dude.
No, Mormac's this dude up
The
here.
guys with the green ring.
Okay, so you just mix up the tokens. Okay, cool.
Maybe, yeah. I told you there's too many tokens on the damn board.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
So I was with the spellcaster. Okay. And
Yep.
then I already knew what was okay.
Okay.
Then my whole thought process of the last half hour, fuck that noise.
Yeah. He's probably on guard because of 2 murders. I don't blame him. I mean,
All right.
orcs haven't returned, so I ain't got much to say.
Well, none of you have any spell slots, so that's cool.
I'm gonna go and say,
Spell slots. I
okay,
just don't have spells that
I've
require
told Pete
this.
about it. I've got to go back. I've told Pete about it, and in his opinion, there are 2 more possible suspects in this matter.
Okay.
The captain is indeed one of them.
Okay.
The other is the chef.
The chef.
Right, it's not the gardener, it's the chef, of course.
Wait, chef. That's the orc guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the right guy.
Ergob.
He's the one that's.
Everyone hates
Wait a minute. He's the one that the kitchen has a spell on it that stops the noise of the
Excuse me?
engine coming through. I am an idiot. Who the hell put the
Yeah, the one
spell?
that
Yeah, who put the spell in the kitchen? Because no noise
Wexley
comes
did.
through it.
He told you that.
No, okay, yeah,
Probably
fine.
the wizard did.
But that's all fine. But the thing is, yeah, we never searched the kitchen. That's a good point. But then,
No, you did, because you found the only thing you found was the spices and stuff.
yeah, but I don't think we
I remember.
didn't go through the entire thing, did we? I think we just did a quick scan.
No, I think you did, because.
Did we do a full?
Yeah, the only thing that I had. You did, yeah, because he said, like, he was pointing everything out, and then, let's see, where's his.
Oh yeah, 'cause we were looking for poison, weren't we, in the food?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Alright, I want to have a talk with Urgob then.
Well,
Is this Urgob?
No, Orgog's in here.
Okay,
well-
I want to go to him and just. As soon as I open the door, I cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
okay.
He has to make me a wisdom save, I guess.
Orcs, do you want
And
to join her with this?
Yeah, please, someone do it because.
What are we
everything
doing?
I touch goes
What are we
to
doing?
shit.
She's She's charming person on the chef, the orc. You can go because I'm
Okay.
knackered. I'll stand in the distance and try and not fall to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that and try and
Yeah.
speak with her.
Cool.
With that being said, IRL, I have to go and do something quickly. I'll be right back.
I'll just stand at the door and I'm just gonna lean against it.
I mean, Ares can come with if she wants to, as well.
What am I gonna help with?
I don't know.
So the only difference is you just won't have advantage on it because you. No, hold on. No, you will because you actually slept last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, half you guys slept, half you guys didn't sleep. That's why I'm trying to remember who slept.
Did you sleep the
Not
whole
only
night?
Okay.
Peter died. What?
Yeah. So
Did you sleep the whole
Atreya
night?
did sleep, so Atreya will.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. So Atreya will have advantage on the roll.
No, he has to make a save.
No, I'm saying like you have advantage on the charm person.
Yeah, well, it's a save on his part.
Yeah. What's the number for it?
14.
So he misses.
Nice. He will know afterwards that I charmed him, but who cares? And I just say, hey, opening the thing. Fuck, it's not. I lost the name again. I'm so bad with names.
Ergob.
Ergop, right. It's literally in front of me. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing there?
Lots of very well. Your lunch or your dinner was really fantastic, and you're a really good cook. And lots of murdering going around, right?
I did see that, and I have to stay in my room.
Okay. I mean, I didn't really like these people that got killed. Did you? I heard that they really despised you.
You mean the priest guy?
Yeah. Also,
Yes.
Skaren, or Skiren.
Yes, both Skirin and the priest guy did not like me. But it was because I'm an orc. They still liked my cooking, though, I think.
Well, many people don't like me because I'm a tiefling, also because I'm an asshole, but mostly because I'm a tiefling, I say. But that work of art, someone murdered them and no one saw anything. That was really good. What do you think?
Killing is bad.
Okay. I mean, I'm his most trusted friend right now, so but I mean, do you have any idea who might have done that? I really want to talk to them.
I think anybody could have done it. I'm not sure. I stay and cook.
Okay. You didn't do anything with the food or anything?
I made the food tasty. So people like my food, and he rubs his belly. I really like my food.
Okay. Can you just give me a tour of your kitchen and show me everything that you have in here? So I might learn about what you do to make this food so well.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
He charmed first in the simpleton chef, and he's getting ready to do a tour of the kitchen.
Yeah, it turns out
I
this
just wanna
chef's
see
not
everything.
particularly intelligent by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, out of character.
Yeah, he's probably not smart.
He's lost a few
That's
brain
alright.
cells, or he might have never had them.
And he now thinks that I'm his most trusted friend that he can talk to and stuff.
You've got a
Well, I don't see
friend
it.
in me.
Oh no, it's
All right. So, this little section right here is the kitchen. So he points out, those are my pots and pans, and this is my table, and this is my storage, and in here. I was wondering if anyone was gonna pick up on that. And he points to the water. This is where I get fresh water. And he scoops the cupful in, and you see that the levels drop, and then it refills back up.
Oh, who did that?
The
It's magic.
wizard guy.
Okay.
He makes it easier. That's why, and he closes the door, and that's why sound doesn't come in here.
Okay, so I know it's stupid, but can I don't know, insight check doesn't mean anything, but is he actually like super stupid or is he faking it?
Go ahead and roll insight check.
Can I roll advantage because I charmed him?
Yeah, it's not gonna matter, but
Oh, because he's an idiot.
yeah, he's just an idiot.
Okay.
He's not a very smart orc. That's why you think he's only a chef, because he's a big guy. But yeah, I don't think they would trust him with anything else.
Okay. So there's absolutely no murderous intent or anything. He doesn't even know what the fuck's going on.
Nope. He knows obviously about the the Skirin and Father Windham, but he doesn't know about the Carmilla one.
Okay. I will just have him, just to keep this short because it's taking too long. Show me all his cutlery stuff to see whether there's any weird daggers or something in there, and I assume there's nothing, and I just like get super frustrated, and just like after I don't know, I think it lasts 10 minutes or so. After 9 minutes, I will just say, "Oh, you will feel
An
like
hour.
oh, it lasts an hour. Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
I will just not say anything. I will just leave." But I guess there's no dagger or anything, so.
No, yeah, it's just the standard set of 6 knives, and you can tell they're all different sizes and for different things. So, filleting knives, paring knives, butcher block knives.
All right. Well, I'll just tell him like, if you see anything or remember anything about anyone acting weird. Did anyone act weird the last 2 days? To you?
I spend all my time in the kitchen, so I don't think so.
Did anyone come through here that wasn't supposed to come through here?
Not that I know. Only people that came down to help was Commodore and Mormac when they helped carry food up, but they wouldn't have had time to carry any or to mess with anything because I was the last one out of the kitchen.
Okay, I'll just rub my temples and just say, okay, and just leave, I guess. Because me, even as a player, just thinks like, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Everyone
And,
was in the dining room when we ate, right? There's no one missing.
I mean, the
Yeah.
captain wasn't there.
Yes, out of the table.
Oh yeah, right.
But no, she was actually in the dining hall when it happened because she was talking to Prime Water.
Yeah, everyone was sat down, wasn't they? Just eating, and then the darkness
Yeah.
happened, and then the attack.
Yeah, the only differences were it was like this, minus where everybody was sitting. So Mormac technically was sitting back down, but I forgot to move his token, so we'll say he was standing up in the background, and then Captain Misty was sitting there talking to Prime Water when that happened.
Yeah. Well, she's
Still
standing, not
think that
sitting.
I don't have any idea.
She was standing next to him, like she was like bent over whispering something to him.
Wait, and
Yeah, I
did you
guess
say? Hold on. Did you say he fell? Because he fell off the chair. He fell to the right, if I remember.
Backwards.
Yeah, he fell straight back.
But that chair's got a back on it, so how can he fall backwards? Or is that back not actually on it?
Shoving him.
So the whole
The
chair
back's not
tipped.
actually on it.
Oh, okay, fair. It's like a stool. Okay.
Yeah, they're just stools. I didn't have a map that just had stools.
No, yeah, fair. I was just confused. I was like, how can he fall backwards if there's a back to that chair? Okay. But if she's
He
standing,
was pushed by a ghost.
but that's what I'm thinking. If she was standing, if she did reach over to do it, this is all in my head, by the way. She technically could push him. So Pete's saying the captain is someone we need to interrogate or get information from. Is actually a good point.
Well, you also got to remember that Skirin was right here too. So Skirin was here.
Yeah, but
it's
it
right
was-
near
When
the
Mar was
window.
here.
But it was the gem round his neck, right? Someone pulled that off, but in the same time shoved him over. If I'm remembering correctly.
No. So Carmilla had the
Yeah.
gem pulled off of her neck
In the darkness.
by
right.
Father Windham.
Okay.
No, it was after the darkness.
So, okay.
We don't know when Father Windham lost his diamond
Oh,
because obviously you guys didn't have time to ask him.
Right, yeah, I thought that was... Okay. Well, let's just say, for now, it was stolen in the darkness. Just to try and bring up some leads. If that was stolen, maybe that was the target. Maybe the other guy saw it, so then they had to kill the guy that was the witness. That guy at the end of the thing got pushed over. The only person next to him is the captain, which means the captain most likely pushed him, trying to get away potentially. But she's standing there, so she... Okay, let's go see the captain. It's the only lead I've got.
I'm with you.
All right, so captain's up on top deck. I think think it should be this one. Yeah. So let's see. Anders is there. Don't worry about any of the commoners.
Do we see us chatting up to the figurehead again?
Nope, he's gone.
Nilrig is still MIA. Who knows what happened to him?
Taken out.
Nilrig was the captain the whole time.
My bet will not be the last.
It would be funny if Nilrig would just turns out to be the killer. He's just taking everyone out.
What are you making?
He's just like, I've had enough with everyone.
What are you making?
The lizard folk send their
Okay,
regards.
whatever.
Oh my god, yes. They're preparing for war. This is it. They just wanted the dragon to help.
Oh god. Yeah, so you guys go up to the deck and Captain Misty's there steering the ship. And out in the distance you can see the small island that signifies that you are coming up on Saltmarsh.
Awesome. Captain, can you just answer a few questions we have?
Of course. What do you need?
When the darkness appeared, can you give me the exact movement of what you did when the darkness came? I know you might have been panicked, but can you think of the path you took?
I just stood up. I was hunched over next to Mr. Primewater. I stood straight up and I readied a dagger that I had on me, and that's all I did.
What dagger did you have on you at that time?
She reaches behind her back and pulls out a it's like a gold and silver blended dagger, and she holds it by its point and she tosses it to you. Set my mic. And toss it to you. This
Do I
is
need-
the
do I
dagger
need
that I have on me.
Do I need to make a check to see if I can catch it?
Oh wait, shit, yeah.
I'm 2 levels of exhaustion.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Alright, dex
Oh, yeah,
save.
you're
Oh
screwed.
god, I've got a -2 and disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll say, and you're at disadvantage.
Oh, dice.
Oh, it's a 9.
Okay. So, you go and you stick your hand out to try and grab it, and instead you just swat it, and it sticks right into the deck, and you're just like, look up at the captain, look back down at the dagger, look up at the captain, look back down at the dagger. Oh man.
I'm sorry. I'm not quite fresh. I'm really sorry about that. And I pull the dagger back out the deck, like carefully, try and not snap it.
But yes, this
So I-
is the dagger that I had.
Sure. Okay. Is there any
What were you gonna say, Arx?
No, nothing. Nothing. Robert, nothing.
Is there any resemblance of this dagger to the other ones? The ones that were stolen? Any
So,
patterns?
this the one pattern that you've noticed between the 3 blades, so the 2 that you found for the murders and then this one, is they all have names carved into the blade close to the base.
Are they all different names or the one name?
They're all different names.
What's the name on this one?
The name on this one just says Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. Do I remember what the other names were?
Do you remember what they are? Because I don't remember.
I think this is the first time you told me.
Something about Billy or something?
Bootstrap Billy?
Bones or... Yeah.
Billy
Bootstrap
Bones.
or Bones.
I'm guessing
That
they're
was
all
the-
like
that was the bone
famous pirate names. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're well-known pirate captains that, from what she had explained the first time, she won them from dueling these captains. And that's how she has her collection of daggers.
Yeah.
So she's very good
Yeah.
with throwing knives, then, I assume. Is how she
Yeah.
won them.
Well, that's not how she won them, but that was like what she always took as her prize, and then she would carve their names. Like they would do like pistol duels.
Oh, okay, fair, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she would. That's what she would take, and she would carve their names into the blades, kind of as like a remembrance and an honor thing.
Okay. I'm gonna assume she's. How good at climbing are you? I'm gonna assume you're very good.
Pretty decent. Why do you ask?
I'm just running theories through my head.
Of course.
I'm just thinking, because let's say you need to do a repair, right, on the side of your ship. And I know some parts of your ship you've got the little ladders you can get up, but then there's other sides where it's just smooth. How would you do the work there? Because I don't see any, like, ladders you just throw over the edge. How would you do that? I'm not a ship person.
So we use rope systems.
Right.
And she points to down here where you just see a coil of rope. So what we do is we section off how much rope we'll actually need to do the job, and then we'll tie part of the rope around us. Usually we'll make some type of sling system, and then we'll tie it to the ship itself. That way we can work on the repairs, have a safety rope just in case, because even pirates need safety rope. I mean, I forgot she's not a pirate. Even shippers, sailors, even sailors need safety. And once the repairs are completed, then we hoist them back up and take everything apart.
Is that the only spot where rope is on this ship to do this? On the deck?
Up on deck, yes, but I mean it's rope that you can move.
No, yeah, that's fine. I'm just thinking, were you steering the ship or up on the deck all night last night?
No, so when we get to open seas, I can usually set it to auto sail.
Okay. I assume you have lookouts though still.
Most of the time, yes.
Okay. Who was on last night?
Ted and Ted and Bill were the two sailors that were on last night.
And they were on all night.
Aye, they were on all night.
And would you say, if someone came up here and grabbed one of them ropes from that pile to go over the edge safely, they would definitely see it? Do you trust them, in the other words, I'm asking you?
I mean, they're general sailors, but to set one of these systems up, it takes a minimum of 3 people.
A minimum of 3, and there's 2 up here. Okay. That's fine. Was there any repairs scheduled last night? Or just cleaning, whatever, on the side of the ship?
There were not. Everything was cleaned and fixed up before we left port.
Okay. If it's alright, I would like to speak to this Bill and Ted.
Of course, of course.
Where do they sleep?
Yeah. Other side of the ship. They're just sleeping in the corners right now.
Sure. Oh, because I'm going to speak to these guys if you want to keep questioning the captain or whatever.
I think I'll come with you just to be on the safe side.
Aw, I'm so good at intimidating small folk, man. Aw, okay. I'll stay with the kid.
Why, did you come up with us?
Sure, I'd like to.
Oh, if you're here then yeah, I'll ask you as well. How about you? Do you want to have a crack at the little guys first?
Oh, yeah. I have a bone to crack with them anyways.
Yeah, go right ahead. See if anyone came on deck last night. That's the main thing I'm looking for.
I think there was only Pete. But dish? No? Okay. Alright. But anyone want to do anything with the captain still?
Not yet, no. I'm done with the captain for now.
So Bill and Ted are where? Are these two or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. These two guys are in the corner.
And they're currently sleeping?
Yep.
And they were awake last night.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were
Another
lookouts.
Alright. You go first, Athos.
You want me to go first?
Yep. I will just look very intimidating.
Sure. So we're starting with the top one. Okay. By any chance, do they have dog collars on? That tells me which one's which.
Nope.
No. God damn it! Why does no one wear dog collars?
Captain pointed that the one that you guys are talking to right now is Ted.
Sure.
These are not by any chance the same people that fell asleep when I was last night running around.
They look the same as those that you've seen last night.
Oh my god, if the DM made these people the fuckers that just did that, that would be so funny. Oh yeah, you go first.
Sure. I'm just gonna tap my foot against him and say, "Wake up."
He tilts his head back.
Hey.
Hi, kitty cat. What can I do for you?
Just wow.
Good start, man.
You are way too happy for this time. Okay. All right.
I mean, at least there's someone happy around here.
I have just a couple of questions about your watch last night.
What about it?
How many people was on deck last night? Like, was there? I know you and your colleague over there was, but was there anyone else that also came on deck? Apart from
At
Captain.
what time?
I mean, throughout the entire night. Like, is there someone that kept coming up? Is there different people that kept coming up?
Well, I mean, we had Mr. Primewater, the Commodore. We seen. I'm trying to remember. Athos, were you on the upper deck?
Commodore again.
Well, when I was
I mean,
patrolling.
when you're doing your patrol? Yeah.
It's the third time that this.
Well,
Commodore got
I was
mentioned.
probably
Well,
walking like
So the
I'd be
Commodore's room is right here.
underneath there. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Gellens is there.
I was probably. I'm trying to think because I would do bottom, then middle, then top. I was doing like a snake. So depending how far.
So at
in
one
the
point
night-
they would have seen you.
Okay. So the Commodore was on deck, and okay, fair.
Yeah,
obviously-
Commodore and them came up, and then after the second incident, they came up with arcs.
Yeah. Okay. Just before the incident, I assume you've probably heard the incident because of the screaming. Just before. Just before that happened,
Good.
within the couple of minutes before that happening, did anyone come up here and grab any of that rope and go to that side of the ship?
No, not as far as we are aware. It takes 3 people just to set it up, and then a 4th person to operate.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Okay. All right, come to me. And I walk to the edge of the ship to him, and I point down at the window that the person threw the knife through, and I'm gonna say,
So probably right about there.
yeah, I'll just say to him, I just want you to give me a couple of theories here. Let's paint the picture, right? Oh, it's there. Okay. Let's paint the picture.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, let's paint the picture. Right. Let's say you wanted to get in that window without a rope and without a team of, without another 3 people with you. How would you do it?
Well, let's see. For that, you could use a single section of rope, tie it off, but it would be extremely hard to come back up after. On top of the strain that the rope would put against your skin, this isn't soft rope; it's very coarse and firm.
Okay.
That's the only other way that I could think maybe somebody could do it.
Ooh, let's have a hand check for everyone to see if any one of them have. I mean, besides the normal thing.
So, doing it on your own,
Bloody hell.
would you say you'd have to be a very good climber to be able to pull this off on your own? Because I assume you would have to. Or magic, maybe. Like levitation.
That is something that could be used. As far as pulling yourself up, it would be all upper body. With how slick and wet the ship gets, upper body would be the only way I could see that being able a thing.
So either a magic user or someone that's really good upper body would be able to pull that. What about climbing from window to window? Because obviously they're all level. What about like just climbing across? Would that be possible?
Doubtful.
Okay.
See what the distance is from window to window. Yeah, it's 30 feet from edge to edge. Except for in like the dining room, obviously. And that's still 15 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, he explains that no, like unless you can miraculously jump 30 feet on a moving ship. So really you're jumping 40 to 50 feet. It wouldn't be possible as far as he could think.
Yeah, you couldn't do it physically. You'd need enhancements. Okay.
Yeah.
Or a team. Okay, fair. Right. So you said the Commodore's up here because obviously he sleeps literally over there. Did any magic users see him last night? This is before the incident.
The only other person that we seen was Wexley. Maybe about 7 o'clock or so. So this was maybe an hour or so after the first murder. He came up and did a minor repair on the mast and did his enchantment thingy.
Did he climb the mast or did he fly up there?
No, he does everything at the base.
The base?
And he walks down there. Roller still. And he walks down and he shows you that there are runes and circles carved into the mast. And he explains that this is how the wheel is able to steer the ship. It actually is able to turn the entire mast and everything without additional people.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the wheel turns the mast instead of turning a rudder.
Yeah.
Quite ingenious. Okay. So, yeah, because he's a master of enchantments. So, makes sense.
Yeah.
Runes everywhere. Makes sense. It's a lot of ruins, though, but fair enough. And he wouldn't normally fight because you'd use that. And that was an hour after. How long was it between the two kills then?
Probably about 5 or 6 hours.
So it couldn't have been like someone just cast fly because I think it only lasts like 1 hour. They'd have to meet within an hour before the kill. Well, from my knowledge anyway. I'm not a massive super high spellcaster, so I wouldn't know the other stuff. So I'm going to rule out that meeting wouldn't have much to do with it. Betrayer, any thoughts on your end?
I do kind of feel like it's either the Commodore or the Wizard, but
I'm with you with that. suspicion, but I've just got no evidence to tie either of them currently.
Exactly, and with magic in play, it's really hard to decipher with our mundane ways of, investigation.
We ain't
I
got.
can cast detect magic and discern what the fuck is going on, but I don't know who cast that spell.
Alright. Can you do that anywhere, that detect magic?
Yeah.
Can you do it near the Commodore and see if there's any magic pulsing from him at all?
Sure.
Just see, because if he does
I
have
literally
flight on,
thought I did that last time when I was trying to not sleep, but it was not the Commodore.
no, it's the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
That's
you
why I
get
wanted it.
if you get a chance, do that, 'cause that might help us. Apart from that, I assume
Then
the
we have 3 fucking magic casters. Who the fuck
That's
might
what,
be doing
yeah.
that?
And the thing is, we ain't got a mage ourselves that could. The only trusted mage that we've used before is the one on the island at Saltmarsh, the herbalist down south. That's the only other mage we've used, and he's pretty good, but of course he's not here.
I'm working on it, but it's gonna take me a lot longer because mostly martially inclined.
Okay, if you want to question this guy anymore, then go ahead. I'll leave you with him.
I just look at him. Did you sleep again last night? Did you actually pay attention?
Until I was rudely interrupted by an asshole tiefling. Yes.
Wait, that was last night? Okay.
Yeah. All of this transpired in a single night.
Okay, I look at you, I look at that dude, and I use actually the thermology to, flare up my eyes and say, you were fucking sleeping, you bastard!
I am just a sailor.
Well, you just told him all the shit about what you saw and who you saw and all that stuff, whilst you were sleeping?
I told you all of the stuff that I seen before I fell asleep.
But you were probably sound asleep when all that shit happened.
When all of it happened, no. I'm
Well,
not an animal.
Well, then again, you're too incompetent to have murdered the person, I guess.
Whoa,
so
hold on.
you're
What's this thing about an animal? What's wrong with beasts?
What?
Are you saying animals are lazy?
That's what it sounds like.
What, me? I didn't say animal, I said, something quite different. Also, you are humanoid, so don't give me that shit. Don't draw the race card on me.
What? No, not you, the sailor.
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't hear you completely, so yeah, okay.
Yeah, the sailor was saying he's not an animal. How dare he? Well, I'm gonna turn around before I kill someone.
Alright, so... Sailor, boy, Bill, Ted?
Ted.
I make a point of not knowing anyone's names, but just look at him. So, how long have you served on this ship? I mean, probably not long, because you're just a fisherman, right?
Since yesterday. We're hired on the days that the ship's used.
Alright, so you don't know any of these people?
I know. Well, do you mean the VIPs, and he makes finger quotations, or the crew?
The VIPs.
I know that they've all had dealings and have been on this ship before with Mr. Promwater.
Was there any scuffle before? Whenever we weren't there? Between anyone? Any heated argument? Anything?
As far as I know, no.
I hate this place!
Alright, I've changed my mind. I want to come back.
I look at him and it's like, no one gives any clue whatsoever. I love it. I point at him as if he's the solution to all the problems if I murder him.
I have a question.
Oh, no.
You said that the crew gets hired when the ship gets used. Does that mean you don't know any of the other crew members?
No, we're all fishermen from the island. We're still all employed by Mr. Primewater.
Oh no, I'm aware of that, but are you all on, like, when you're not on this ship, are you all on the same ship together? When you're not
Yes.
working here? So you are, you're just a crew that they hired? Okay.
Yes.
Fair. And you have a captain, I assume? And is your captain
course,
the captain
Captain.
of this ship?
Of course.
Right, okay, fair. So that makes some assumption.
What captain is that?
Wait, hold on. So the captain, Captain Misty up there, this isn't her ship?
No.
No. This is Primewater's ship. She's just the quote-unquote captain of it.
So who normally operates this ship?
She does. So she captains 2 ships. He explains that they have their fishing ship,
Okay.
and then they have this one. So she captains one of their 2 fishing ships.
Okay.
And then when they utilize this for business, yada yada yada.
Fuck's sake, man. Honestly, I have no clue.
Are
Can we
the-
roll for some shit?
Are the cannons actually on this ship?
I mean, I do have some clues, but I don't know.
Cannons are
This
not on
takes
this
so
ship.
long.
The cannons aren't on the ship, so that breaks my other question.
Actually,
God
give me
damn
a
it!
minute, Ren.
Okay, fine. The
At
crew's
this point, you guys are
just
starting
as
to pull
useless.
the salt marsh.
Thank God we might have someone with brain cells there. Oh.
Or the very least zone of truth.
I literally walk over to the side of the ship and I just go bang with my head just on the deck. Just, I am done. Get me off this shit.
Yeah, I'm just kind of stamping my foot because I'm just.
Pete's just whistling right now, trying to locate one of the daggers that was used in the killing.
They're on me.
But there's still one missing.
Yeah.
One is still.
There's one
Running
missing.
around,
I
floating about.
have the other 2 because one of them has poison on, which I want to get tested, and the other one, I don't know, is probably still soaked in blood.
Athos,
Hmm.
matey, can I have one of these daggers?
Yeah, which one? The poisoned one or the one I haven't tested yet?
The poison one.
Go ahead. I hand him it, but in the cloth. Just don't throw away the cloth. I want to test the poison.
Ah, sure. I go down towards Wesley.
I follow.
So we'll say Wesley will be working on one of the engines right now.
Wesley, you mate.
Pete, what can I do for you?
Well, I got a peculiar question I want to ask you, and very strange that it didn't cross my mind earlier. Do you have maybe the magical proficiency to locate objects?
Let me double check his spell list.
See, this is
She's
why I
a
wish we
killer,
had a
which-
wizard. If we actually had a wizard, we could have used this spell ages ago.
Uh-huh. Or a cleric.
Or
He
a
does
cleric.
not.
Darn it. Anybody has a locate object spell?
Sadly, no.
No, we've got
Darn
no
it.
proper wizard. No, I know.
Where is the crew members' bunks?
I think from what I remember, they slept pretty much on the deck.
Yep.
In that case,
Back up to the deck.
back up to the deck.
At
Where
this
are the-
part, at this point, you guys are starting to moor in to the dock that you guys departed from.
Wait. Captain Misty, her chest was locked, right?
Yep.
In that case, I'm going to the captain's quarters.
Yeah, let's have angry D&D players. Let's bust some fucking locks open. Let's do that.
Choo-doo.
I'm assisting and shooting and whatever, doing mayhem.
My name is Pete, and I may be a little bit crazy. I go to her chest.
It's locked.
My name is Pete. I got stinky feet. I see a locked chest and I make it go yeet.
Don't make it go yeet. Make it go open, please. Not throw it out the window.
Just throw it against the wall, then it will open.
Freya, do you know how to pick locks?
Sure. And I produce my sword and just kick it in.
Roll an attack.
This one, right?
AC of 16. 16 works. All right. You start to bash it.
I will. No, will I? Actually, let me roll something. I will not smite it.
No, I said you start to smash it.
Yeah.
So you start to splinter it, but it's still not open.
I should have. I will do it again. Until it's open, I will take my time.
Well, it's not very the subtle way I was saying to make you open a lock, but yeah, what the hell.
I just look at you like very angrily because this whole trip has been a mess.
What is going on?
And at this point, Misty walks in and she looks pretty pissed.
Hello, Misty.
There a reason you're trying to get into my locked chest?
Yeah, he asked me to, and I just kick it open.
Hi.
And
We were looking for the key, but it was nowhere to be found.
is this still a part of your investigation?
Yes.
All you had to do is ask.
Well, just trying to do it subtle.
Well,
Then I put it her.
as she walks over, just blink of an eye, she pulls out a dagger and she's just holding it at Atreus' throat. I don't like when people mess with my stuff.
Dear.
Flips it back in and slides it back into its sheath. Pushes her out of the way, unlocks it, and flips open. And she kind of sprawls everything out so you can see everything. So inside are an assortment of different clothes. It's got 5,000 gold, but it's in the platinum. So, and it appears like this is probably most of her life savings. And then it's got a journal that has a missive posted in it that she hands to you. If this will ease your mind on what I told you before about my daggers being missing. And in this journal, there's a thing from the signed by everybody in the council saying that her house in Saltmarsh had been broken into about 2 weeks prior. She lost about 1,000 gold and 3 daggers were stolen while she was out.
Darn. Sorry about the chest.
Well, I'll make sure that Gellin takes it out of your pay to get it fixed.
Oh, listen up, listen up.
What pay? We're not gonna solve this shit anyways.
We're not getting paid anyway. Haha, joke's on you.
You really think that Gellin wouldn't pay you for all the work that you've done in the last 2 days?
No, he probably won't. He's pretty stingy.
Ah,
How?
that's what you think. Mr. Primewater is one of the most generous men in Saltmarsh.
Damn. I wouldn't want to meet the most stingy one then.
I kind of like Gellin, but whatever. Do you have any? And I look actually pleadingly because player is shining through his betrayal at this point. Do you have any idea who might have done it? Any
Could've.
fuckface? Yeah, it could have been anyone. Yeah.
You know,
So
I'm at the point that I'm just gonna shoot everyone.
I wanted to cut off some fingers, but
well, I'm assuming they already told you all the dislikes and likes that each person had against each other.
yeah, everyone hates the orc, but the orc is super nice. He's just a buffoon.
Yes, he's a special one, but that's why we keep him. He makes some tasty food. No, I meant more of who dislikes the Commodore who dislikes Mormac, Camilla, Gideon, the priest, and of course Anders.
Well, I got interrupted when I asked about that, so I don't know anything about Mormac, Commodore, or Father Wilhelm. No, wait, or Camilla's preferences.
So Camilla and Mormac have a strong dislike against each other. Commodore hates Anders. I'm not sure why. Camilla dislikes the Commodore. The father disliked pretty much everybody. He was, if it wasn't his way and his religious ways, it was the highway. And that is pretty much it. Other than that, Ergob, myself, and when we first met, all are okay with everybody in our cruise.
Okay,
the
so
only one we didn't really investigate or interrogate was the Commodore.
yeah, which I pointed at 5 times. But I literally thought, like, as a player, that I was in the Commodore's room.
I
when
thought we
the
did
thing.
investigate the Commodore.
Nope, he was the one player you guys didn't do.
Oh yeah, true.
You guys went through his room, but you guys didn't.
This is the
actually-
Commodore, right? This one.
Where's the Commodore's room?
He was in this
It's-
room. Oh, we didn't investigate his fucking room. That's the oh, for fuck's sake.
No, you did investigate his room. You didn't investigate him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and
You and
investigate
Ares
his
did,
room
yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah, well, you failed.
Yeah, it was
where
the,
is his room?
awful one. Top deck, understairs.
I think I made too
Oh,
much of
wasn't
a
that-
point of not murdering on sight because he's a betrayer. Now that I evaded him, fucking.
Wasn't
Alright,
I
let's
with the
see.
Commodore, like, babysitting Eleander?
Yeah, you
Or
were
was
with
it the
him in
butler?
Prime Water. No, wait,
Oh,
hold
so
on.
the
No.
Commodore
Arcs.
is
Arcs
the
was
butler?
Commodore.
No, I was with the Commodore. You were with Skiren.
Butler.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I get
But
confused.
you were with the Commodore, and the Commodore didn't commit the second murder. So
No, remember that was
Oh,
after the second murder.
yeah, but who killed Camilla then?
That's
the
what
question.
we're working out. That's the person that killed the first one. If we knew that, we knew who killed
Yeah.
the first person.
Yeah, but the Commodore was in Arx's room, and Arx didn't see him move.
Yeah,
or
no,
anything.
no. Remember, he came into my room after the Camilla was killed. Remember?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
say it's
That's
the
when we all joined
Commodore.
up.
Yeah.
We all joined together specifically because
Oh,
Camilla
great.
died.
Yeah.
Let's just kill the Commodore and just say that it was him.
I'm trying
Let's
to
not just
investigate the
kill him,
Commodore's
let's
room.
just say we snuffed
Okay.
you out.
In
I
the
would've
Commodore's
said-
room, you can tell that it was designed specifically for this voyage. It includes a comfy bed, a desk, a chair, footlocker, and a bookshelf. All the bookshelf contains is seafaring storybooks. The desk is empty. His footlocker is actually sitting open. It contains some clothes, a badge for a naval officer on the crown, a journal, and a pair of weighted dice and a bottle of rum.
All right.
Weighted dice.
Cheat. I'm going to the bookshelf.
All right.
I'm going to look through the books, and actually, I'm going to look at the covers of the books. Is there a particular book that is highly used? I could seen much use.
No, all these books look relatively the same. It seems like they were put there specifically for him. Ouch. And double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Yeah, that's pretty much it with it.
I'm going to check the desk. An empty desk on a naval officer's thing is very fucking curious.
Completely empty.
Check underneath the desk.
Completely empty.
Check underneath the bed.
Completely. Well, I think it's just nope, completely empty. This
All right.
room looks like the only time that he was in there was when he literally slept in there last night.
Anything magical? Anyway,
Nothing magical in his room.
gonna look for a hidden compartment inside his chest.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation in.
I will assist. We need all the advantage to solve this. I will also point out under the mattress and stuff. I don't know.
19.
You find nada.
I'm gonna think really, really fucking hard right now. I'm gonna use my bigger brain to see if I missed anything.
Yeah, you miss absolutely nothing. This room is clean
No.
to perfection.
Just in general, with all the clues we had, I'm just trying to provoke the GM to give me another fucking clue. We're clueless right now.
Yeah, I was screaming for that for hours.
I've got one thing to do, but I don't know if it'll help us.
So can I just roll a general intelligence check to see if I remember or I missed something that I should actually pay more focus to?
Go ahead, and I'll even give you advantage. Actually, you guys are at disadvantage, so it'll just be a regular roll.
Oh, I'm not at...
No, yeah, you actually got your sleep, so you will have advantage on it.
God damn it, is...
Can we all roll or just him?
He's the one trying to remember it, so just him.
Uh,
So, the facts that you know is that Skirin slit his throat, or got his throat slit. Father Windham was poisoned or had a heart attack, something that he keeled over and died. After investigating and fake torturing most of the VIPs, you weren't able to discern much besides that a lot of them are frauds and they think everybody else did it. You know Wexley is a relatively powerful magician, but more with enchantments than anything else. After you guys all went to bed, Carmilla was murdered by a thrown knife through the window.
How do we know it wasn't Wexley?
yeah. How do we... No, wait, not Wexley. How do you not know that's...
Let him finish. Let him
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
So, the ideas that were pitched around were either some type of magic such as levitation or using rope to get down to where they'd be able to throw a dagger into the window. And after that, talking to Captain Misty and rechecking some of the rooms. That is everything that you have found up to this point.
And to answer Ark's question, me and Pete both went through that spell book. So if there was anything like levitation, darkness, anything like that, we would have picked it up. So we 100% know he has no spells like that. Because even though I said I can't read magic, magic is just like word script, so I could probably make it out. But yeah, we both of us saw nothing like that. So we know he doesn't have the power to levitate people. Or make people fly.
I don't...
Yeah. And my character doesn't know enough about enchantments to bring any information about them. So the only thing I'll do is I'm going to go back to the dining hall where everyone were, apart from the captain. And I'm going to say, when we enter port and people start getting off the boat, my group are going to stand at the end, and as you come, I want to see every single weapon you walk off with, everything you're carrying. And if you consent, we're going to do a pat down of every member that comes off to double make sure we haven't missed anything on anyone. Just in case the person's carrying it with them.
I mean, the easiest way to get rid of the last dagger is just throw it overboard, man.
Yeah, but I think this is killing by I still think they want to take over the company of the young master. So that means that one extra dagger I think it's a frame job. So I think that last dagger is going to get used to kill someone, probably the first night back in Saltmarsh. So I think they'll keep that dagger, and that's why I want to see everyone's infantry as they walk off.
All right. with that, that is where we're going to stop for the night.
Okay.
Leaving a nice little cliffhanger for the end.
That was
That and
intense.
Sucks, but oh well.
Yeah, you guys took a few different turns that I didn't think about, but yeah, next week we'll finish this up and then we'll continue to push forward with the regular campaign pieces of it. Yeah, so next week we'll finish up, and I hope you guys have a good night.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to
you
say I'm
too.
getting a bit tired.
Yeah.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.
See you later, guys.
Good night.
Ugh. Doom.
How's you doing, man?
Hmm?
What you doing, man?
Oh, I've